Well, did you get an error on your Facebook page?
No, not that I know of.
Yeah, it popped up. If you look up there, it's saying that Facebook's not active. It says it was deleted or something on my end. And it's not showing me live on my Facebook page there.
Huh. Well, that's not fun.
Yeah, that's going to be an issue. So give us just a second, guys, see if we can rectify this so that folks on Facebook can see us as well. I'm going to remove it, and then I'm going to try to re-add it and just see if it'll do it. All right.
I'm not even seeing the error.
Yeah, it showed me an error, and then I went and checked, and sure enough, it was not active. So I'm going to try to hit save changes to see if that fixes that. Okay, showing is trying to reconnect to my Facebook page. Hey, it looks like it did reconnect to my Facebook page. So let's see if I'm live on Facebook now. Somebody can let me know if you see it. It's showing that it worked. I don't see the live on Facebook yet, but I know there is a little bit of a delay. So yeah, it's showing that I'm live, so I'm good. All right, I got mine fixed, and it didn't crash the entire thing. That was what I was scared of. I'm gonna be honest with you. All I did, Steve, is I removed it and then just you want me to do yours? You might have to fix your description.
Working on it.
Okay. But anyway, hello everybody. It's going to be hopefully a very fun, and hopefully this is the only glitches that we're going to have tonight. I think it's because of the way we went in and kept editing everything. It kind of caused some issues on the back end of Facebook and so forth. It looks like yours is actually up and going now. It says on the Restream or StreamYard. So I think, yeah, okay, shows that I am live on both YouTube and Facebook. So good deal. We'll fix descriptions and stuff later. All right.
All right. So now it's showing up.
Yeah, I say it was showing in this lobby. It was showing that you got it fixed, but I didn't. Yeah. I had mine pulled up so I could see it. So all right. So
all right. Well, that was fun.
Sleep. Yeah. Well, I just wanted to bring it to your attention before we had a bunch of folks get lost and couldn't find it, you know?
Yeah.
All right. So 269 people with us already. That is pretty awesome. We are hoping to have one of our biggest, at least our biggest live of the year. We might not be breaking any records from years gone by, but we at least hope to be setting records for this year. And before we get started and get too deep into it, as you guys know, if you're not familiar, Steve and I started this thing about coming up on 3 years ago, right, Steve?
The giveaway or the live stream?
The live stream.
We're over 3 years already.
Oh, are we? Shoot. You're getting old, Steve. But anyway, we started this a little over 3 years ago, and it's been kind of mine and Steve's little brainchild to have a live and give back to you guys, answer questions, have a little fun, enjoyment, build a community around it. And over those years, we've partnered with lots of different laser companies. Steve and I, neither one are like brand specific. We try to give everybody a chance. Now, some brands perform better than others. We like some machines better than others. Some of that is, a matter of quality. Some of it's a matter of preference. I mean, you never know. But we do have our preferences. But we've worked with lots of different companies, and those companies are who have helped us bring this season of giving to you guys this year, and we want to make sure that we give them their credit as well. So Atomstack, Carbide 3D, Sculpfun, X-Tool, SainSmart, Cody over at Jenny Bits, Asmer, and LightBurn have all contributed prizes for you guys to win tonight. And we've had to call in a little extra help to make sure this goes smoothly and we don't get messed up. So bear with us. This is a little bit outside the norm of what the two of us generally can handle during a live stream. But also, throughout the live, or if you see links or affiliate links for the next week or two, and you want to go look at some of these products, make sure that either Steve or I at least get credit for your click. even if you don't buy anything and you want to go look, do some window shopping, at least let us get credit for the click so that the companies know that partnering with us for this was beneficial to them. If nothing else, just for people to be able to see their product, even if you don't buy anything, just for them to know that people are coming and looking, because that's what it's all about with these companies, is they want people to see their product and buy their product, use their product, and that kind of thing. So, they have a business. It's not a hobby for them. It is a full-blown business.
Yeah. And I'm not sure about yours, but I know in my YouTube description, and maybe in Facebook doesn't like as many links, so I can't always put them all there, but I've got links to most of the products, or at least the primary product from each company here. So, it's down in the description of my YouTube video. So definitely, at least go click out on browse there. That hit some traffic from this, and it'll help show them that it's appreciated. And if you're in the market, appreciate using those. Some of them do have extra discounts tied to them, depending on the company. So those will also save you some money as well. So we definitely want to thank all of our sponsors of this giveaway. They're the ones who really make this possible for us to bring all this to you.
Yes. So yeah, like I said, Papa Ragu's asking how to make them aware that we sent them. It's as simple as using our links, whether it's mine, Steve's, both, whichever. Use that link. Click that link to go to their website, and when you do, they have ways that they know that you came from our links, because those links are specific to me and Steve. So when you use my link or you use Steve's link on their end, it actually tells them, okay, this person came from the Clack Shack. This person came from, Vintage Workshop. So yeah, anytime you're doing any kind of shopping like that for anything, even like with Amazon, like even if you're not buying something laser related, you can use those links. We appreciate it, because it doesn't have to be something that we necessarily link shared to you. You can just click that link to buy something else, and we still, get a commission or whatever, a referral off of it. And it ranges. Some things don't pay real well. Some pay real good. So
keeps a few pennies out of Jeff Bezos' pocket anyway.
Yeah. And it doesn't cost you anymore. That's the great part, is it's not like you're having to pay extra so that we get $1. You can pay the same amount and we get $1. So it's kind of like you saved $1, but donated it to us. That's kind of how it works out. Look at there, Cody. I appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Cody's one of our superstars here in our audience, in my opinion. Like he's a maker just like the rest of us that happens to sell bits. So I got a special treat for you guys. We're up to 357. So I got a special treat for you guys tonight. After much begging, pleading, a little bit of arm twisting, and I don't know, a whole lot of training on how this stuff works, because she's like, I don't know if I know what I'm doing. You're gonna have to walk me through this. We do have some help tonight, and y'all get to hear just a couple of minutes, because she told me she's not staying. Y'all get to hear from the one and only Brandy from inside the house.
Hey, everyone.
Brandy's going to be helping us tonight. She's going to be doing some bookkeeping on the back end, like putting y'all's names in stuff. So bear with us, guys. She's in here to where she can get those email addresses and pop those over there, so everybody can say, hey, would you like to say anything, Brandy, while you're here?
Merry Christmas. Tell them Merry Christmas.
All right. Too few words. But anyway, she's going to be helping keep up with some of the stuff that we've got to keep up with during the live. And I think it's going to probably be a few more minutes before we start throwing too much stuff, because it seems like people are still coming in. So if anybody's got any quick questions to start off with, unless you think we need to go ahead and get started, Steve, you want to give it till about 6:30 or so before we start throwing stuff out?
Well, maybe not that long, but we'll let it cook a little bit, since Facebook got going a little bit late, and maybe just a few updates like we usually do.
Yeah.
So we've had roller coaster weather up here. It's been everything from rainy to freezing again. But we're coming into a warm week again. So unfortunately, I haven't had as much shop time as I'd like. And then I had a lot of computer fun between my other hobby, model airplane stuff. I've been managing our club websites for probably 20 years or so, and we've got a couple guys that are wanting to step things up a little bit with our events and some of the registration things. And I just told them, like, guys, I just don't have time. And so I've been doing this for 20 years. Maybe it's time to hand it off. Well, that's all good and well, except for I had also been donating the hosting off. It was just a shared host. And I'm like, okay, I got to separate this all out. I got to move websites. And it's just never as smooth as you think it would be. So I spent the better part of a couple days getting that all done and set up, and the domains transferred and the files transferred and everything reconfigured and such. And then today I was trying to encode and edit some videos, and got one posted, and I'm thinking I either have a slow drive or I've got a failing drive or something still, because it would cut out audio. And I try to scrub it beforehand. I watch it through on the application a couple times, and then I try to scan.
Yeah, but after you've been sitting there editing for a couple of hours, you get tired of watching yourself. I know.
Yeah. So thanks. Thanks. I got a note from a couple people saying, "Hey, I think your audio dropped again." So I'm re-encoding that. I think it's reposted, and hopefully I'll be able to launch it maybe tomorrow morning now or something. But it's been testing me, so might have to make another little bit of a purchase here.
Those always sting a little.
Well, after a while, it's kind of like if it's slowing you down and it's keeping you from being productive, and it ruins any momentum you have. It just it can really
and that's what me and Brandy, because I just had to buy that laptop that I bought, and I'm gonna have to buy a desktop in 2026 to replace the one that I'm on right now. But if you start having issues, especially where it costs you like half a day's work trying to get something done, you have to start seriously looking at go ahead and replacing it, because it's like running a lawn care business when your lawnmower stays broke down. I mean, you just can't you can't work if your tools don't work with you, and editing video and doing that stuff requires a little bit of I wouldn't say it requires a high end computer, but you got to get middle to upper end to get desirable results from it. You can do it with not computers. It just takes forever.
Yeah. And for it not to take forever. And also it's like, I've had to make sure I shut everything down. Don't have anything going to sleep. Don't have anything else running. So I'm kind of at the point, this computer it's a few years old. It's done a lot of work for me. I tried to extend it this year with a new hard drive, but I think it's just time to get a new editing machine going, and so that'll hopefully get that going. But I do still have to work some this week.
Don't say that word.
We got a couple couple days off, so I'm hoping to get some shop time in, and of course I'm trying to make sure most of my staff can have time off, because I am going to be bouncing out that first week of January, which is our week right before the semester. And it's kind of a bad time for any of us to be gone, because faculty are coming back, students are getting registered, and it's right before the beginning of the semester. But they're letting me run off to CES that week of January 3rd, and so looking forward to that. Been talking with some companies about checking out their booths. Not alien cell, a cell laser. That's that kind of flying Galvo, kind of like the Galvomatic was supposed to be. They actually reached out and want to make sure that we get some booth time with them. So we're trying to set some time up with them. X-Tool, of course, has been their worst kept secret is that they're launching a UV printer next year, and they'll be demoing that. So we're trying to make sure we got some time set up for that, as well as a lot of other fun stuff. So that'll be in 2 weeks. We will be trying to do this show from somewhere in Vegas. We're
gonna give it a good attempt. I say we are. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get on the ground. We're gonna try to figure out the logistics of being able to stream, and then we'll let you guys know from there. If it's at all doable, we're gonna do it.
Well, our Sunday night thing, our usual keep our streak alive. There's that.
Do I?
our Sunday night one. That's good. Where if we want to keep that streak alive, you know.
Yeah. We've got to do it in
But
some shape, form, or fashion. It doesn't say we have to be 2 hours, and it doesn't have to say that the quality has to be good because we may be on a phone.
but we'll also hopefully try to provide a little bit more, whether they're short videos, whether they're edited and posted later, or if we can go live on the floor at certain times, we will. So definitely keep an eye on our channels as we're there. That first week of January, we'll be hopefully sharing some fun stuff. And it's not only just lasers, CNCs, 3D printers. We're going to cover as much as that as we can, but there's a lot of cool technology there. So indulge us as we share some of the other fun stuff as well.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go full geek when we get there. I'm just throwing that out there. like my inner nerd is gonna show.
Yeah.
So I've been having some fun. I've actually been having some fun today too. See that security camera that I've just got makeshiftly mounted right there for the setup and evaluation process. I got one that I've put to the front of the shop. Got it up, got it fully installed, operational. But this one is going in the house. But I just found out that the Cat 5, or what I thought was Cat 5 cable that's in my old system, is not capable of PoE. It doesn't have enough conductors. So somebody gets to go in the attic with some Cat 5 cable and drag an actually, I'm ordering some Cat 6. So somebody gets to go in the attic with some four pair Cat 6 cable and drag it and terminate it and put a switch in and all that before I can mount this other one in the house where I want to put it. Or on the house where I want to put it. So working on that.
Yeah, BDA Studios is excited to see as a person to confirm that you're the tall one. I hate to disappoint you, but his height may be a little disappointing.
No. Hey, what I lack in height, I make 4 up in quality. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I might not be the biggest, but that don't mean I can't be the best, right?
Anyway.
All right. So it looks like we're at 428. So we were right. There were still people coming in. They're still pouring in pretty good. I'm sitting here kind of keeping an eye on the number, and it's still climbing. But yeah, we do plan on being at CES. So if any of you guys are going to be there, then by all means, let us know. We will put some posts out. If you're in Las Vegas, or if you're going to be at CES and you want to kind of hang out, maybe get a coffee or something else to drink, just holler at us and we'll try to work it in. But we're going to have a post and we'll let you guys know where and when and all that good stuff. All right. So yeah, it may have leveled out now. We may be where we need to be.
All right.
Well, the numbers bouncing all over the place, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know that it's going to climb as fast as it has been.
Let's talk logistics. So,
yep. You want to explain?
We have a number of items donated by sponsors, and we'll talk about each one as they come up. What's going to happen is we're going to have a keyword that'll be like a hashtag something, and you will need to enter that into the chat. You can enter it from. They all come together, so you don't need to be be great if you're watching on multiple ones, but one entry is one entry. So it will pull them from all the various streams between Facebook and YouTube into one spot. We will let that run while we're talking about the company we'll give it about 7 to 10 minutes tops. Let everybody get their entries in. And then it will pull winners. Now, some of them we have multiple prizes from each manufacturer. Some of them are the same thing, just multiples. Some of them are different ones. We'll explain the hierarchy, but we'll basically pull all the winners from that manufacturer, just kind of starting at the top and working our way down.
Yeah, but we're going to let you know what we're spinning for before we spin the wheel.
Yes.
So you'll know that it's an ASMR product, per se, but you won't know exactly which it is when you put hashtag ASMR. But every time before we spin the wheel, we're going to tell you this spin is for this product. And then when we spin it, that person gets that product. And then next.
Now, some of them have shipping restrictions on where they are able to ship to. So we will note that. So just know that if you win that prize and we said, hey, it's only available in the US, or it's available to US and Canada, in Europe or whatever, you're going to need to make sure that you can send us an address for those locations. We've worked with them to try to make them as open as possible. Some of them have some alternate things for people outside those shipping areas. So we wish we could make it universal to all, but we have to work with them on what their logistics are able to do as well. So we'll like I said, we've got some that are pretty much worldwide, but some of them that have some restrictions. So pay attention to that as well.
Yeah, and some of them are like gift cards and stuff, so that as long as you can order the stuff there, you're good. But like I said, we have to work with the companies to their restrictions, and if you do get drawn for something, because we're going to tell you most all of the shipping restrictions, you're going to know in the beginning before we call them out, because every item that company has the same restriction. So if you know that, hey, winning something from that pile is not going to benefit you, then you don't got to enter if you don't, if you know you can't get it. But there's several that are, you know, European and US, Canada, places like that. And like I said, some of them are gift cards to where it really doesn't matter where you are, as long as you can purchase from the company. So, and we're going to try to make this as smooth as possible. But
Yeah,
this is almost no way to ensure that it goes 100% smooth.
We'll definitely do what we can to make it smooth. And then once when we pull the winner's name, it'll have your screen name, and so we'll put that up there. You'll see it on the screen. What we're going to ask you to do is then there's going to be email address. We want you to speak up in chat and say, hey, my email address, just give us the first bit of it. You don't need to give the whole thing. And then we'll need you to send an email to us to check in, and then we'll communicate with you that way to make sure we've got all your information. Because unfortunately, YouTube doesn't have a messaging system for us to message you that way. So if you're a winner, make sure you speak up in chat, and then give us just the first bit of your email so we can kind of match that, make sure that no one tries to impersonate you, and then we'll have you email us at that email that we show as well. So. Anything else we're missing there, Mr. David?
Now, like I said, right now, Brandy's going to be working the email. So the email address, if you want to go ahead and write that down, because we've got her doing that. You can just send it to clack@theclackshack.com. If you don't have that memorized, scratch that down in case you are a winner, or you can go ahead and prep you an email if you want and have it sitting on go. But that is where you're going to need to send the email to. But like Steve said, we want to make sure that some robot impersonator doesn't try to email me and pretend to be you and give me the shipping address and all that. So when you're told, hey, you're the winner, you know, at whoever, or your username, you're the winner. When you're told that, make sure to put, I'd say, the last 4 or 5 part of your email address. Like with mine's clack@theclackshack.com. You know, I put clack at, or if yours is longer than that, of course, just 4 or 5 letters, so that we know when that email hits the server that is you, so that we can put the two together. Because we don't want to allow spammers and scammers and all that to infiltrate this and mess it up. We worked hard to put this together for you guys, and we don't want to be sending stuff to some robot or somebody that's not a real person. So there you go. It's like I said, and if we start getting too overwhelmed, Brandy can message me or she can jump into the chat and let us know to slow down a little bit or something. But she's going to be keeping up with all that information and watching for those emails. I'm going to be trying to watch for those emails and help on my end too. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So we're at 460 to 474. Well, we just got into a patch. So 472. So I think we're about all topped out. What do you think, Steve? Are you going to run the giveaway tool, or you want me to do that?
I think I've got it up there. Yeah.
I was going to help with and emails.
The other thing is, we hope this gets spread out to everybody. We know there'll be some fun prizes. If you win something nice, maybe hold off on the others. But if you win something and you want to enter in something else and you want to maybe give back your first prize, you can let us know and we'll re-roll it at the end. But to try to keep it easy, we're just going to I don't think we've ever had duplicate in the past.
Yeah, the chances of 470 people, the chances are pretty slim that it's going to be the same person. It could happen, but
yeah, just you know, if you get on a hot streak, maybe let some other people win as well. So.
Yeah, let somebody else win and run down to the 7-Eleven and grab some lottery tickets.
yeah, there you go. We get a Powerball, that's up there pretty high. So, all right, you want to talk about our first one?
Which one you want to go with first?
Top of the list, right?
Sure. All right. So our first contributor to the live is going to be Acmer. I'm not 100% sure how you say it. I guess it depends on which part of the world you're from. Around here, I just call it Acmer. The Acmer has offered to ship to the U.S., Canada, UK, Germany, Italy, and Spain. Sorry, Chris. Chris, down in the land down under over there, that's the one thing. A lot of folks don't ship there a whole lot. But they're going to be giving us away three different machines, three different drawings. You've probably saw the machine. It's the Acmer S2. I think they've got three machines, 4, 5, 6, total 6 prizes, but you're going to have 3 machines and then 3, I guess they're material kits that they're going to be sending us. So the S2 is the Acmer S2 is the machine that they're going to be sending. And like I said, I've worked with Acmer this year, and I think you got the S2 as well, didn't you, Steve?
No.
You didn't get the S2, but this is the machine right here. So it's not, and the one that they're going to be giving us is the 7-watt. So it's just the middle of the pack. It's a basic XY machine with a manual Z focus. It's not like the machine of the century per se, but it'd be a good backup machine for engraving. 7 watts with no air assist. Not going to be a heavy cutter, but it is very small, versatile. Like you could throw this thing in the back seat of your car and not worry about it getting damaged necessarily. And if you needed a machine to do some engraving, or just wanted something to learn on, or if you have a kid, grandkid, or somebody that you're trying to get interested in the hobby, of course, this would be a good starter for them as well. The machine is very, very simple, easy to work, easy to put together. But Acmer has always, from my experience with Acmer, I've always had a good, solid product at a decent budget. Like I said, they're not the top of the line. This little machine here isn't anyway. It's not the top of the line machine. They have much more premium machines, but they come with a premium machine with them comes with a premium price. Their Acmer P2 is P3 is one of the more powerful, all enclosed machines that I've had in the shop. They have it now where it's a 48-watt. So, but Acmer's a good company to work with so far. We've never had any big issues with me or Stevie or one have with them, and they've always kind of supported the channel and supported you guys. So that's going to be the thing.
So jump the gun on this, I guess. This one, they do have some shipping restrictions on.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh, I wasn't sure we got that out there.
Yeah, I said that in the very beginning.
Okay.
I can repeat it. I can repeat it though. I'm not against repeating it.
Yeah. So this one's United States, Canada, United Kingdom, Germany, Italy, and Spain. And there's 3 of them, right? Yes,
3 of the S2 7 watts. And then they're going to be 3 of the Christmas craft kits. And what we decided earlier in the night, guys, is if you are lucky enough, like Steve said, if you're lucky enough that you get drawn for more than one company, then so be it. If you want to pass or whatever, if you get drawn, that's cool too. Just let us know. But yeah. So we're going to have quite a few people in the drawing. I don't know what the number's up to over there, but we should be about. I mean, it looks like everybody's still commenting though.
We're up to 280.
280. Yeah.
Let me do this better.
Yeah, make it a little different. But yeah, so like I said, Acmer machines. Like I said, I've still got my P2. The P3 has went to live somewhere else. It's actually in a school classroom. But I've had the P1, the P2, and the P3, as well as the I think I've had the S1 and the S2 also from them. So yeah. They make decent machines, and they've never been scared to send me one. And y'all guys know I'll call them out if they send me junk. So I've never had that problem.
We're up to 304, so we'll let this go for just a couple more minutes to kind of keep things moving. But yeah.
What have you got to say about
them? Yeah, I haven't done as much with them recently as you have, but I think the last one, it was like maybe the S1, which was that 7. It was kind of the predecessor to the S2. It was a little 7-watt, very basic machine, but those lower wattage lasers like this are very good for detailed engraving. So if you want to do, like the Norton white tile type stuff, real detailed slate coasters, things like that, these lasers are awesome for that. Not the best for cutting due to the lack of air assist and the lower power, but you can cut, some 16th inch, maybe some 8th inch hardwood ball or basswood, solid basswood, not so much the plywood stuff, but so it's a good kind of, higher detail, smaller project laser where you're doing more engraving than you are actual cutting. So you'll definitely want to use probably LightBurn with it. It is compatible with Laser GRBL, and I don't remember, have they come out with their own basic software or not? A lot of companies have.
I think they have a software that they were, but I don't know if it works with that machine. Because what was it, the X1, the big machine that I had, their software is called ASMR Tool is what they're calling it. It's looks like a computer or mobile app. But they do have that, and I can throw that up here on the screen as well. So yeah, they do have a software as well. So if you do give it to somebody or get it and you don't want to, use LightBurn, I haven't used this a lot. It's probably it's gonna be very similar to some of the other softwares on the market, but yeah. So there is a basic software that you can use to do some stuff without having to purchase software if you wanted to. But yeah, this is the X1 machine that I had, the big one, massive machine. It's at Klein's Engraving right now. We were supposed to try to do a live this week with Klein, but he's having network troubles that I'm gonna have to go fix for him. So
all right, well, let's give it about another 60 seconds or so, and seems like the entries have kind of slowed down. Then we'll start drawing this and try to keep things moving here. But last call to get that in, type hashtag ACMR into any of the chat windows, and that should get you entered. We're up to 344 people. We're going to draw 6 winners out of this one. So
yeah, and like I said, once you've acknowledged in the chat over whichever site you're on, YouTube, Facebook, whatever, put a post in the chat letting us know that you acknowledge your name being called and that you're present, and give us the first 4 or 5 numbers of your email address, or just some part of your email address to where we can recognize it when it comes in. And Brandy and I are going to be watching the email addresses and trying to make sure we get that information and get it into the drawing. So,
all right, we've had our 60 seconds, and I am going to hit the draw button for the first winner. And 3, 2, 1, go. And the first winner coming up on the screen here is Doug Stevens, 2545. So congratulations, Doug. If you can pipe up in chat, just give us part of your email address, and then we want you to email clack at theclackshack.com. We'll give that just a second here.
Yeah, and I'll watch for the email. Brandy, I think, is typing that part in. So Doug Stevens, has Doug mentioned whether or not he's here in the comments yet? I know it's probably about 5 to 10 second delay a lot of times.
Yeah, there's a little bit of delay with YouTube.
So,
There we go.
Doug says I'm
Says
here. Whoop.
Yes, DCS.
Yep, DSDCS. All right, send that email, Doug, and we'll be looking for it over there. But we do have your name, Doug Stevens 2545 there.
All right, I'm going to roll winner number 2. Again, this is for another one of those 7-watt lasers, and Mars 7330. Mars 7330. Congratulations, you're the second winner for one of the Acmer lasers. So go ahead and drop in chat just a part of your email address so we can write that down. We're going to draw additional one once after we get that confirmed real quick. Oddly enough, the 7330 are the last digits of my extension at work.
Yeah, I'm still
Which
waiting
is a
on the
public
email.
phone number. People can look up, but I never answer it. So
Yeah, still waiting on the email. Don't forget the email part, guys. So even though we've got the first part of your email address, we still need you to send that email so that we know exactly how to get back in touch with you. So I'm watching my emails for that to come in, and I'm not seeing it yet. So,
and just trying to double check. Did we get the confirmation from Mars 7330?
I haven't saw that one yet. I'm trying to look, but I'm also bouncing between my emails.
Yeah,
Mars 7330. Throw your hand up in the chat so that we know you're here, and give us the first few digits of your email address so that we can get that going. Oh, SPW. No, that ain't the right one. I got people emailing me that just random emails. That wasn't. No, it's DSDCS.
All right, there we go. We got that one. So I'm going to go ahead and draw for the third laser. Here we go.
I'm still not seeing any emails coming in. I don't know if my email's being slow or what.
It could take a little while too. So, all right, the third winner, Big Lee Outdoors 7802. Now some of those numbers might be the add-on from, YouTube likes to add those on random live streams. So, Big Lee Outdoors, you were the third winner. So go ahead and speak up in chat. Give us just a chunk of your email address, and then be sure to email clackshack.com. And
I'm going to log into the email portal and see if that gives me any quicker response.
So I was just trying to keep an eye out for this confirmation. And then we have the material kits or the gift kits? Or
Yes,
something
there's 3 of the S2s, and then you've got the material, which is like a Christmas pack get together. Like it's
okay.
They've got some wood and ornament stuff, some LED candles, stuff like that in there.
All right, we're going to draw for the first one of those. Russell CNC, you were the first winner for one of those. So go ahead and
not getting any email.
So Russell CNC, if you can drop your bid in chat, we'll try to keep an eye on it and not have it. Everybody, it's great for the congratulations, but I also don't want to miss.
Yeah. Let's see here.
And the email is clack@clackshack.com. Let me get that. That disappeared. So there we go.
Yeah, none of those are showing up yet. So
I don't know. Did we? Here we go. There's Russell CNC. First part of his is Russ for the email. So we got 2 more gift packs from them. We'll try to keep this moving along.
all right, GL Rogers.
Michelle Morley, you are the next winner for the ASMR Christmas pack. So if you can chime up in chat, we'll and then also send an email. It keeps hiding your email when we bring up one of the comments.
Yeah, I got Mr. Lee Rogers. I got yours, sir. I got it put in the sheet too, Brandy, if you're looking at it. Which is weird because he's the third. He was the third drawing, but he's the first email address I got. So it could be some server backlog. But like I said, if it comes in later tonight, I'll still have them. That's why we wanted to write everything down before we moved forward. Russell CNC. Do we have the first part of his email address yet, or
Russ?
hers, or?
Yes, it's Russ.
Oh, I didn't see it. I didn't see it in the sheet either.
Yeah, here you go. Michelle, if you could just also drop in just a chunk of your email so we can validate that, and then make sure you email clack at clackshack.com.
Yeah, I've got another one coming in. All right. So,
all right, and then
Russell CNC, I have received his. We'll drop it in the sheet. All right.
No, Michelle's here. We're just looking for part of her email. There we go. Morley75 is part of her email, and then we'll draw the final one for the ASMR gift kit.
Who's this? Wait a minute. Okay, PU. Okay, I got it. I found one of these. This is one of our first ones. This is work, guys. This is work.
And the final winner for the ASMR one is Nathaniel Farnes 711. You were the winner of the ASMR Christmas kit. So if you can go ahead and speak up in chat, give us just a chunk of your email. And then make sure you email clack at clackshack.com.
G. Rogers. We got you. We got you, Mr. Rogers. We're going to get back with you after the live's over with. You'll be getting an email. I'm trying to get the other ones.
Well, we got a quick break here once we just confirm.
I'm still waiting to hear from Doug Stevens 2545. I don't have an email address for that one that I've seen come through, unless Brandy's got it and it hasn't populated.
Looking
so
for.
If you called all of the Nathaniel Farnes or whatever, I don't see that one in the sheet.
Waiting for that confirmation in chat yet.
Okay.
So that was the last one we draw. There we go.
Brandy, are you going to put that one in?
If you could drop a chunk of your email in chat and then email clack at clackshack.com. And we'll give everyone a quick breather, get your notes caught up.
Yeah, I'm trying to make sure me and Brandy don't type over top of each other. I don't know if she can hear me or not, but that Nathaniel Farnes or whatever, I don't see it on the sheet.
So he just put it in. That's why.
No, I don't even see a screen name.
Well, it's on the screen. So
yeah, I'm talking about on the spreadsheet.
All right. Nathaniel Farnes, and email starts with combat. So congratulations, everyone, for winning prizes from
ASMR.
And
I think she was sitting there without hitting enter. I think that's what it was.
All right. You've got all the.
I've got everybody except the Doug Stevens 2545. Is everybody else is on the list? Well, no. As far as email addresses, I don't have the last two either just yet.
All right. So if you've been called out as a winner, please make sure there's the email at the bottom of the screen, clack@theclackshack.com. And make sure to get in touch with us that way, and then we'll connect with you. I am going to bring that back down.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
So Doug Stevens, you still need him to email in, and Nathaniel, make sure you email into the email there on the screen, and we'll get you guys all. We'll communicate with you guys after the stream about make sure we grab everything. But everybody else, don't go away. We do still have a lot more to go through as well.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we got lots more. We're just trying to collect these email addresses. And once we tell you that we've got your email address, that's pretty much going to be it for tonight. Because we've got to collect everything, put it in our spreadsheet, and we'll be sending. We'll eventually need to get your address and stuff, but you don't have to do that tonight unless you want to send it with that first contact email. Just to keep the traffic down on the email, because we are. I am sitting here trying to go through here and get all this information. Okay, so Brandy's got the Michelle Morley. It must have came through on her end before it come through on mine. Oh no, there it is. See, she caught that one. I missed that one. Yep.
All right.
So Nathaniel and Doug. I'm still looking for something on those two guys.
Yeah. We've got the confirmation in the chat. We just need the email. So all right. Do you want to jump to an easier one this time?
Yeah, it's just trying to keep up with all this back and forth. But like I said, y'all go let Agmer, however you want to say it, let them know that you appreciate them participating. Yeah, I mean, which one you wanting to jump to?
Well, let's do the easy one. So we've got LightBurn. We've obviously been fans of LightBurn, and so they're offering a couple things, and it's kind of in one bundle package, but they are offering a 1-year extension of your LightBurn support, as well as a swag pack. But they can only ship the swag pack to the US. So if you're outside the US, sorry about that. If you still want to enter or try to win the extension, you can, and you can ship it to us and we'll work something out for you maybe or something. But their shipping is going to be for the US only. But we're big fans of LightBurn. I've been using it for quite a few years with my original CO2 that I bought 10 years ago. I think I used RD Works for hold on, I got to refresh this screen to get it to work. I was using RD Works for probably a year before there we go. I was using it for about a year before I made the jump over to LightBurn, and I was really angry at myself for not moving over sooner. Now, there are a lot of other applications out there for some of the specialty lasers, but LightBurn is great in the fact that it works with probably 90% of the lasers out there, whether they're GRBL based ones or they are DSP type controllers, or even some of the Galvo fiber ones. It's a nice, fairly universal piece of software that allows you to do a lot of design work in it and function with a lot of lasers. So we are big fans of it and appreciate using their software. And they're supporting this with that giveaway. So they've been doing their LightBurn experience. They do it kind of like every other year. A couple years ago, it was in Central Illinois. This last year, it was in New York City. Not sure where it's going to be next. Neither David and I were able to get to that, but we did get a chance to chat with them at Workbench Con and see some of their stuff they've got going on. They're still working on MillMage and still trying to refine that. That's their CNC control software. So they've been branching out as well into that as well, with a lot of people liking to make the jump from lasers into CNC software, and that might be a path that makes it a little bit more familiar. But that software is still kind of in pre-release, so we've talked about it a little bit, that it's cool, but we're still waiting for it to mature a bit. But it's always great to have options and competition out there. So anyway, we've already got people entering in it. You've already guessed the code, which is hashtag LightBurn.
Hey, we've done got predictable.
But let me go ahead and we'll update this.
Yeah, and there's no need of putting it doesn't matter how many times once you put the hashtag in there one time, don't keep throwing it in there. All that does is it congests the chat just a little bit, and gets a little confusing. So as long as you've put it in there one time, you're good. If you suspect maybe you misspelled it, or if you do misspell it, then feel free to put it in there again. But there's no need to put it in there 10, 12 times, because that's just, we've got plenty of activity going on over there in the chat without all that.
I mean, we do appreciate the chat rate,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But some folks can get, like, especially if they've got a question. We're still waiting, and I want to reiterate this before we move on. Still waiting to hear from Doug Stevens 2545 as far as an email address goes, and it is really difficult to message people on YouTube. So please, Doug Stevens 2545, if you're out there, shoot me an email to that email address, clack@theclackshack.com, so that we can get your email address and have a way to contact you in regards to shipment of your prize that you won, which it appears was the S27 watt. So there comes something. Maybe that's Doug. Okay. Thank you, Doug. Appreciate you. So we can move on without me worrying about somebody getting left out. So I just got his email address, and I'm gonna go ahead, Brandy. I'll go ahead and put that in there since it popped up so fast. I'll give you a break.
While we're in the middle of this, also want to say thank you to Stacy Nat. She sent 5 gift memberships to each channel. So if you all of a sudden saw that your name was received a gift membership, definitely tell Stacy a thank you. People asked us a while ago to how can they help kind of support us and such, and we resisted doing the Patreon or the membership thing for a while, because we hate asking for your money and not giving you something in return. So
yes, it's hard to tell people we're going to tell you how to run a profitable business when we're begging for money, right?
Yeah. But we do have memberships on each channel. We do appreciate the people that go and do that. And I know we try to put out some special things every month or so on each channel as kind of a thank you, as far as some behind the scenes stuff, and maybe some member only lives and whatnot. So I personally like to keep as much of my content accessible and free as possible. My whole thing here is, yes, it's a side business, and yes, I want to make money at it, but this side of it is definitely more of it's a side gig for me, and it's still a bit of a hobby business, and I want to make sure that everyone out there is just getting the best information they can from me and such. So I don't want anybody to feel obligated for that, but we do really appreciate the people that do join in on those memberships, and especially Stacy for gifting some as well. So thank you.
Yep, we appreciate it. And like I said, that was one of those things that I try to do some stuff, extra for the folks that are members when I can. But it's nice just to know that people want to do that just to support you and just to be a part of what we got going on over here. So it's really awesome, and I do appreciate that. And as far as LightBurn goes, you guys know that I started off with X-Tool like Laser Box Basic, and it didn't take me but just a few days to realize that I needed something better. And with some of the newer machines, LightBurn has got to where it's limited on compatibility with some of the features. But I'm kind of like old school. I like the old just basic machines a lot of times that run on LightBurn. because I know how to design in LightBurn. I know how to get things done. Not that there's anything wrong with the other softwares. I'm not knocking them. There's a place for that, but I do really enjoy LightBurn. Me and Steve both have done lots of videos on using LightBurn, and my laser business has pretty much evolved around using LightBurn. I mean, that's the stuff that I do paid for jobs. 99% of them are with LightBurn. Now I do some like hat patches and stuff like that. A lot of times, especially with the X-Tool machines, I'll use their software because it's a little more convenient with that machine. But yeah, but thanks to LightBurn for participating in our little giveaway, and we do appreciate it. So you about ready to spin that wheel, sir?
Well, I'm just making sure everybody's aware. We got the keyword up there. We got about 349, almost 350 entries in there. So we'll let that percolate for another minute or so. So make sure you get entered, and definitely thank LightBurn for their support, and hopefully we'll be able to do more of this with them in the future. And I appreciate that they continue to develop the software, and they've kept it fairly reasonable. I know they had some rate increases about a year ago, but they're still, I mean, if you look at some of the CNC control software and some of the, just graphics manipulation software, video editing software, things like that, it's not cheap to purchase into a number of software. And the nice thing is you pay, this is one of the things I see people get confused, that they think it's an annual fee. You pay upfront for a perpetual license, and you get a year of updates with that. You don't have to pay anything else. It's just after that year, you won't get any updates without re-upping your basically your software support for that. But you can still use the software on the current version that you have. You can reinstall the current version that you have. They allow you to use it on up to 3 devices with 1 license, which is great. So, they're very kind of, I feel that they're very kind of giving in that vein. With
they definitely,
the need to
could squeeze a little more juice out of their software as far as money if they wanted to, because it is still a pretty good deal, even though it's a little more expensive than it was. It was far cheaper than what I had expected it to be. And like I said, it takes time. And me and you both know it takes time and money to develop these things and keep them compatible and fix bugs, and just keeping up with Windows updates alone is probably a nightmare. So, it's not a very big fee when you figure, what all goes into it at the end of the day. So, yeah.
Yep. So,
this is
all right.
What did you say? 1 year extension and a swag pack, right? A hoodie, hat.
Yeah, I think it was like a hoodie and maybe a hat. Which you can go on their site and buy them. I didn't realize that till I was looking that they have those. I'm a bit of a hoodie person. Actually, I've got the only CNCs.
Well, if it wasn't so hot here, I probably would, but it was like 75 degrees today, so I really didn't have a need to wear a hoodie.
Hey, it did get above freezing today, but still pretty chilly. But yeah. All right. Well, I think it has slowed down. Again, we just have one here, so this is going to be a little bit easier than last time. So we're going to draw one winner. You're going to get the extension and the swag pack. So again, if you see your name come up, speak up in chat with your a chunk of your email, and then make sure to email clack@theclackshack.com. So I'm going to hit the draw button,
and operators are standing by.
3, 2, 1, go. And let's see here.
Who's it land on?
It's going to land on Troy Kraus.
Troy Kraus.
Congratulations, Troy. So if you can speak up in chat with just a portion of your email so we can verify that, and then email clack@theclackshack.com.
Hey, say it 3 times fast.
No, thank you. We will,
hey, thank you. Thank you there, JR. We appreciate you.
There we go, Troy. Yep. So go ahead and drop in chat just a chunk of your, okay, it looks like that is the chunk of the email.
KRAU Krau. I see.
It's very Kraus, very German. You'll get that written down. Don't need that up there right now, but yeah, again, thanks to LightBurn for sponsoring that giveaway. And everybody, if you haven't used it, check out our videos. They've got a 30-day free trial as well. I mean, there's really no excuse not to at least give LightBurn a try. But I would suggest watching a few of our videos. There's other creators out there that have a lot of good LightBurn tutorials as well. You should never have to pay for a lot of LightBurn education. There's a lot of good information out there on YouTube. And come back to our live stream, ask questions, hit us up. We like getting viewer feedback. And, LightBurn tutorial videos are some of the ones that do well for a lot of people because we can point them back to people and say, hey, here, this will hopefully help you out. So cool. All right.
Whew. So what we going for next here, sir? What you feeling?
Well, let me see here. Should we we've done lasers, we've done LightBurn. Do we want to mix it up and go with the one right below LightBurn?
Sure.
All right. Let me
hey, we'll get there when we get there. We're making progress. I'm still waiting on that email from Troy Cross. So, Mr. Troy, if you, I'm assuming it's a guy. If you haven't, be sure to shoot that email out to clack@theclackshack.com. Hopefully, it'll come through eventually. That way, we can put your name down. And if you want to, in that initial email, go ahead and include your shipping address and all that good stuff. Then that's great. If not, then we'll get it from you the next day or two as I'm sending out emails and confirming everything with everybody. Because what we got to do, we got to go in after the live for the next few days and collect all the data to send to these folks that contributed to the giveaway so that they can get your packages shipped out to you. And Steve and I, like I said, we're working with them to try to ensure that all this stuff goes well. But if there's any problems, we'll do what we can to correct it. But we've never had any problems with any of the companies that have participated with us in the past. But we do need that email address. So be sure to shoot that email to clack@theclackshack.com, Mr. Troy, if you don't mind there. And y'all noticed I got my lights on Christmas mode, right? I didn't point that out, but I did select Christmas.
I'm down here in the office again. I ran out to the shop. I didn't get out there till later, so I got it warming up late, and so I just before I hopped on here, I was kind of like, it was like between 58 and 60 degrees out there, and I'm like, let's not. So,
yeah, it's 73 and a half in here right now.
Wow. That would probably feel
and I ain't even having to run my secondary heater because I got my propane heater out the other night because it got down to like 20 degrees outside and it was like 50 something in here. So,
well, there is a slight chance we could push close to 50 on Christmas Day, which is a little weird up here, but after having some sub-zero temperatures and freezing rain, I don't know. The problem with it warming up like that is you do risk a lot more ice forming. So
there's Mr. Kraus. So we've got him entered into the sheet. So we're all cleared up on that one. I'm going to go ahead and mark that one.
All right.
Done.
Okay.
We can move on.
This next one, I don't believe there are any notes about shipping restrictions. So we'll just
I didn't receive any.
All right. So hopefully there's not, but the cool one here is there's actually two prizes.
So what's the word going to be, Steve? You're just going to keep that to yourself?
Yeah. Oh, got to hit the save button. There we go. All right. You ready?
Yeah.
SainSmart. SainSmart, the next partner.
SainSmart.
So, definitely hashtag SainSmart. So this one, again, we didn't get any shipping restrictions, so hopefully it's available to anyone. And they've offered up a couple different prizes for you all. So I guess we're going to do this in this order. The first one is a 3018 Prover little desktop CNC router. So this is kind of like both. If you watched Clack and I's videos on the Cubico, it's going to be similar in capabilities to that, but it's more of an open frame with a little bit larger working area. So it's kind of a little more lightweight, very entry level, but it's a a small benchtop type CNC, great for kind of getting your feet wet. You can definitely play around with some smaller like engraving coasters and such.
You could like this little epoxy filled coaster here. This is a piece of oak that was done on a CNC. I'd done it maybe like a millimeter or 2 millimeters deep on the engrave, and then backfilled it with some epoxy. Like you could do stuff like this with it, but nothing really heavy. Like if you're cutting, you're gonna have to cut kind of slow. Like I said, it's similar to the Cubico, but I think the 3018 actually may be a little bigger than the Cubico, is it not?
Yeah, I think it's got a larger working area. Now it's not enclosed, but at that size, the Cubico is nice that it's enclosed, but man, it makes you either take the cover off to add dust collection to it, or you're left with cleaning up some dust afterwards.
Yeah,
so and that's true of any CNC machine.
It buries itself.
any CNC router, you are going to need to deal with dust collection in some way, shape, or form. And so just keep that in mind. Kind of like with lasers, you got to deal with smoke and vapors. There's always you're removing something from the material through various means. So but the second prize is going to be one of their little 2.5 watt Cortec laser engravers. And so okay, I think we just lost Clack for a bit, but we'll roll with that and see if he hops on here. But the other one, like I was saying, is a little 2.5 watt Cortec laser engraver. This is one of those miniature laser engravers that you can it's got about a 4-inch by 4-inch working area, and definitely 2.5 watts. You're going to be mostly engraving. Now, I've done some reviews on a variety of those little portable open frame lasers, and they are kind of fun for that smaller project stuff, but you do still have to keep in mind that they're open framed, and you will want to make sure that you have eye protection on, and for anybody else. So while they are portable, you still have to keep in mind kind of the protection. But great for a little benchtop thing. If you want to just like put maker marks even on like a larger table or an item, you can set it on top of the item and do that engraving. So just because it's small doesn't mean it's just a toy. It can be very useful. But so
sorry about that. What we had go on.
Yeah, you both just ran away on me.
But the internet, it just popped up and said you're no longer connected to the internet, and I was panicking trying to get it fixed, and all of a sudden everything just reconnected. So, and Brandy was texting me going, "Hey, I just lost my connection." I'm like, "Yeah, me too." But yeah, it apparently resolved itself because I see Brandy's back down there, and I made it back. So,
so let's see here, the what is this? The 3018?
Yes, the 38. It's the 3018 Pro Ver version 2 or V2.
Yeah, so this comes with a 200 watt. I believe it's a 200 watt spindle.
I got the link right there. Hang on, we can pull it up and look at it.
Yeah, all the links I've got them in the in my description as well. But it's the machine, and so it comes with, I think, a set of little 1/8-inch bits. I believe it has an ER11 collet on it for changing those bits. There you go.
Yeah, that's it right there. Like I said, it's got the little dust covers to keep it from slinging it everywhere. And you could, cut yourself a little piece of cardboard to make a fence around it to keep some of that stuff contained. But you're going to want to have a vacuum or at least like a little, paintbrush or something to sweep that stuff up into a dustpan or something every now and then. Very basic machine, but like I said, it's capable of doing some thinner materials. I think this Z-axis is kind of a composite material. So, you're not going to be doing aluminum necessarily with it, but like acrylics, thin plywoods, maybe some very careful, slow hardwoods would be something that I would think would be doable with it. I know me and you both have had the Cubico, which the Cubico I don't think was as sturdy as this thing. And we were able to make some projects with it. So like I said, just temp your expectations with a little bit of reality would be the only thing that I would say. But yeah, good little beginner machine. The way that this machine works is exactly the way the bigger ones work. So if you learn how to operate this guy, you can operate something larger also. So good little tool to learn with for sure.
And do you want to show the Cortec laser since you had that up?
Yeah, let me get the other. I'm having to work with my two. I need like 3 screens in here. You said the what?
The Cortec, the open frame laser.
Yeah. That name, I don't know where they come up with that name, but yeah. You see if it.
But yeah, we both of us have worked with the SainSmart and Mitsu machines for a while. Some of their lasers, but definitely a lot of their CNC routers. My favorite one from them has really been the 4040 Pro Max. As far as a benchtop kind of starter machine, that one has been great. But here we go with the Cortex. You can kind of see what the second prize is going to be. Yeah,
it's a little small. Like I think the one. Can you look at the spreadsheet? Does it say, is it going to be the 2.5 to 5?
I know it's 2.5 watt.
Okay, so it's like the 2.5 watt. So nothing, like I said, you're not going to be doing nothing too thick as far as cutting or anything like that. But engraving, doing small projects, having it as a backup machine in case yours goes down. One thing that me and Steve both like about these open body machines like that is you can hang them on the wall and they don't take up any space. And if you ever need it, like say your machine's down or you need an extra machine to lend a hand, you can grab them off the wall, power them up, connect them with a USB cable, and go to work. You can see the build is kind of typical what we see with most of the lasers. You got some polymer wheels there with some 2020 extrusion. I mean, nothing too spectacular. But again, with this, even if you don't want the machine per se, if you have a grandkid, a son, daughter, whoever that's wanting to learn how to run a machine, this would be a good one to learn on. They do have a mobile app. I've never been real keen of many of the mobile apps, but some of them you can do some stuff, especially if you've already got the files designed and can just send them to the machine. So definitely a little contender to learn with, and something that you could add to your shop and not have to like step around it every time you want to go somewhere. Because that's one thing too that a lot of times is nice, is having something small enough that when you're not using it, it's not over there just taking up room. So
yeah. And these smaller units, most of the ones that I've had, if you save the box and the shipping stuff, it packs away kind of nicely, and then you can just tuck it away on the shelf if you want. But yeah, it's still capable little machine for doing a lot of little spot engraving. So all right, I am going to bring up this window. So,
there it is.
452, 53 entries. So we'll let this percolate for a little bit longer. But definitely want to thank SainSmart again for supporting the giveaway, but also how much they've supported our channels with some equipment there. Like I say, if you're wanting to get into CNC routing, one of the best best CNC routers I've used for that is the 4040 Pro Max from them. It comes with a pretty rigid frame. It has a pretty good kind of trim router spindle built onto it. You can do a lot with that. You can even extend it longer.
They have the relays for it for the router. You can get the relay to turn your dust collection off and on. I mean, it's the 4040 Pro Max is definitely a really good. I'm gonna say mid-level machine, because when you extend it, you can do bigger projects as well. So
yeah, and there's a variety of different viewpoints on what you should do when you get into any type of equipment. And of course there's always the buy once, cry once, buy as big as you can. But if this is a machine where you're not going to use it day in and day out, the 4040 or this 3018, these style they're big enough to do some work, especially the 4040 Pro Max, but not so big that you can't take it off your workbench and maybe move it down on a shelf and get it out of the way. Versus, you've seen the big Carbide Shape 05 Pro that Clack's got that back there. My Onefinity is back in the
Yeah.
corner as well.
Yeah, you're not moving that.
There are times that we're using those as kind of workbenches for other stuff. And so if you're not using it day in and day out, they can get in the way. But so yeah, there's it's been great to be able to work with their equipment. It's, you know, you can get into it for less than $1,000 and kind of see if it's going to work for you. So
yeah, I always, like, a lot of times I think guys forget, you know, when they say, oh yeah, if you can't afford to, you know, this machine, just don't buy one. That's not always an option. And if I'd have lived by those rules, I never would have gotten into laser engraving. You know, I bought cheap and then I built my way up, you know, using it. Just like my sawmill. I mean, I bought cheap and then I used it to make more money, to invest in more tools. So yeah, I'm the same way. Especially if you're not 100% sure that you're going to be able to sell the stuff or you're going to be able to do the job, you don't want to go jump $5,000 into a machine and then find out that you just, you know, not cut out for it or don't have the patience for it or whatever. So yeah, I think definitely the smaller machines, learn and grow. I think that's the way to go.
all right. So we'll give this one more minute. This is going to be your last call to enter into the SainSmart giveaway. And here's what I'm thinking, Clack. We need them to chime in on chat. So we're going to draw twice for this one. The first draw, we want you to chime in on chat, give us part of your email, but also tell us, do you want the CNC router or you want the laser? And so you'll get first pick, whoever's drawn first, and then the second drawing will get whatever the other machine is. So
yeah, since it's cross platform like that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want you to get stuck with. I mean, if you're the first drawing, we'll let you pick. We'll let you pick on that one. Maybe you want the small laser instead of the CNC router, or vice versa. So
yeah,
so
let us know your email, the first few letters of your email, and whether you want the laser or the CNC router, CNC, whichever you want to call it.
Yep. All right, so I think I've given enough last calls on this one. I am going to hit the draw button in 3, 2, 1. Let's roll and see who the lucky winner is. They're going to have to give us their preference on the machine. And the winner is True Loves Laserworks.
Well,
congratulations.
So they already have a laser. It could go either way.
So if you can give us the first part of your or a chunk of your email, as well as if you want the laser or the CNC, and we will get that written down in chat.
I'm watching the comments because we're all caught up on the spreadsheet stuff. So
yeah. All right, there you go. He's got a really nice first name,
Steve, and he wants the CNC.
All right, we'll get that written down. Give you a couple seconds to get that recorded, and then I am going to come over here and we're going to draw for the Cortec laser. So here we go. You need one of those like little Price is Right big wheels to
see. I thought we had one time we had like a wheel. Paul Hunter 9331.
Paul Hunter, you were the winner of the Cortec laser from SainSmart. So if you can also pipe up in chat, just give us a chunk of your email. We'll get that written down. And then we need you to email clack@theclackshack.com.
That is right.
We'll get that.
There it is right there. So make sure Steve from the previous drawing, make sure you send the email to me as well.
Oh, and
so get your contact info.
And we're not done yet, folks. We've got more to go. So
we're just now like halfway. And, I mean, it's a good thing we started this early because we still got lots of stuff to go.
We still have some tricky ones to get through with multiple prizes. So
yes, it's gonna make my head hurt, isn't it?
We're kind of easing into it a little bit here. Well, we kind of hit it hard with that first one, Ward.
Yeah, that first one was a little bit of a hammer.
So yeah, Paul, if you could make sure you. Oh, there we go. Cell P is the chunk of the email. We'll get you recorded for that.
She's got that into the sheet. I'm just waiting.
And then make sure you email clack@theclackshack.com.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just waiting on those emails to come in. So when the emails come in, I'll pop them over and get them put in. I'm all out of water out here and tea and everything else. And I got my delivery person working in there, so I'm just in a mess.
You're not a Boy Scout tonight, huh? Always prepared.
Well, I thought I had put some water in the refrigerator the other day, but apparently I did not. I may run in the house and get one in a second if it gets slow.
trying to get caught up here, but also want to say a big thanks to Melissa's Creative Hideaway. She also put up some memberships, gifted memberships and such, and so really appreciate that. You know, that the interaction, the memberships, all that. You know, we all we ask you is if you could watch our videos, comment on them, you use our links and such. So everything else we consider above and beyond. We're really grateful for it and appreciate it. So thanks again.
Yep, somebody's asking. I got to answer. Where's it at? Oh, missed it. What? Oh, missed it. Somebody's asking me. Oh, there it is. It says, what is your go-to snack? That is it. It's some kind of it's peanuts, almonds, pistachios, you name it. That's my like if I'm just sitting around, because one reason is that you don't have to have them refrigerated, and I get them in these little containers like this and the bigger ones, and so you can just set them around. But yeah, I've got that's why these are actually out here, to where when I'm out here working and playing on the computer, if I want just a handful of peanuts or whatever, I can get me some protein and keep on going.
I'm going to catch some hate here, but as long as you don't boil them, I guess.
What, man? Boiled peanuts is off the chain. You better watch it. Brandy will be done come in here and got you.
It's just
that's one of them things that me and her both, we like them boiled peanuts.
Well, you won't have to worry about me stealing your snacks if you boil your peanuts. No thanks. Now, some salted pistachios, some roasted peanuts, things like that. Sure. But yeah.
Oh, look at there. Travis says, I love boiled peanuts. Hey, ain't nothing like some old Cajun boiled. But
all right, let me see here.
Yeah, somebody says planters. Yeah, around here, Brandy likes, like, I mean, I can't blame her. I mean, heck, you know, it's really not that much difference. But Brandy likes to go with if there's a generic brand, like a Walmart brand, that's what we're going to be getting. Very few things do I bucket on. The mayonnaise is one of them. I'm very brand specific with my mayonnaise. So I guess have we got Steve? I haven't gotten the emails from, well, wait a minute. Hang on. Yep, I got one of them. KMC. I think. Wait a minute. Hey, hold on. Okay, that doesn't match what we were given, does it? Steve. Yeah. Not seeing. Okay, we got a conflict here. Unless he's got multiple email addresses and sent it from his work email address. I've got a conflict on one of the email addresses. So
which one?
It doesn't seem to match either one. That's what's confusing about it. The email address that it came from is KM Cardle. Okay, so here is another one. There's the Steve. So we got the Steve one. We got the Steve one. Steve's has showed up. I don't know if Brandy's got that one. She's probably already working on that already. Yeah, the other one, I don't know if maybe you sent it from your phone. So I'm guessing since that one is the Steve and that one confirms, it's going to be Paul. Paul Hunter, I don't know if you sent the email address incorrectly. You can feel free to change it in the chat, but I need you to confirm, Paul, that is your email address that I received because it's not coming. It doesn't resemble the winner. So we're going to hold off on that one before we confirm it. We do have Steve's. I did get one from him. So,
all right. Well,
but we're waiting on Mr. Paul. Paul 19331. The email address does not match what we were given in the chat. So this other one, I'm gonna hold off on it until we get some confirmation somewhere. So either send me an email from. I mean, this looks like it could have came from a work address. Maybe there's multiple email addresses on a mobile device or something. And if that's the case, that's fine. But you need to chime up in chat and let us know that that's what happened or that's you. So before we confirm it, because I don't want to give nobody your machine there, because he wanted the laser, right? Yeah. Well, yeah, he got the laser.
Yep. All right. So yeah, that's the Paul Hunter username, right?
Yeah, Paul Hunter 9331 is his username. And like I said, if that is you, then just confirm it in the chat. We'll be good. But if not, send me your email, because it looks like it could be, but the name doesn't match and the email address is nowhere near resembling what's in the chat over there. So,
all right, I am getting the next one ready, but it's going to be
okay. Apparently that guy was not responding for the laser. He was just saying happy holidays. Okay.
The next one's going to be another one of the multi ones. So I just want to make sure you guys are ready for it as well.
All right. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, Kevin. That's fine. So, oh, wait a minute. Saying not delivered again. Paul Hunter saying,
yeah,
said not delivered again. Trying again. Make sure you've got clack at theclackshack.com. I know it's working because I'm getting them left and right. So,
all right. So I am going to. You ready for me to start the next one?
Yeah, I think we're good. Just don't go nowhere until we get your email address confirmed there, Paul. I don't want to mess that up.
Brent's asking, have I missed a giveaway? No, we're in the middle of them all. We've got multiple giveaways going on. So we still have more to come. So you still have a chance to get in on some of the existing ones. So, all right.
Yeah, we haven't made it. I think we're maybe at halfway point. Maybe.
Well, we still have a number of them to get through. So, all right. The next one. Oh, I got to make one more thing here. Let's turn that off for a second. I got to click on the right thing.
And not said don't try to mess with a forensics guy on a giveaway. I'll be locating that IP address.
All right. So this next one, I think I've dealt with them more than you have. But let me talk a little bit about Sculpfun. And now this one, they didn't give us the shipping restrictions that they have. I know they're going to be able to ship to the US.
All right. Paul's is in the inbox, so we're good.
But just be mindful of with us. If you're international, we'll do the best we can to work with them on it. But we are going to be talking about Sculpfun, and they gave they ponied up a variety of prizes for us today. So let me just we're going to do this in reverse order. And so the first thing we've got is this H1 honeycomb and kind of downdraft table. They actually sent this to me to do a review on, and I did test it out. And I like the design of this. Anytime you can have the air flow coming down away from the module, away from the material and out, it's going to keep your laser cleaner and hopefully give you some cleaner cuts. And so I did try this one out. It does have an integrated fan, but you don't need to use that if you have an inline fan. And it works all right. It's obviously stronger at the back than the front if it's wide open, but you know, depending on the fan that you put on kind of the other end, is how well it's going to work. But you could do an enclosure around this, or as long as you've got some eye protection on, you could use this as is. So they're actually going to be giving away 2 of those. And so that will be part of the drawing and one of your options. But they also have provided a C1 laser. They're actually providing 3 of these. And let me just double check. I believe it is the... Oh, I got to double check on the wattage on this one. Should have had that in my notes. 3. They didn't say which wattage on it, so they're. I guess that's going to be part of the fun. I did a review on this one as well. It's 150 by 130 working area, and it again, it's a portable mini laser. It's open frame, works pretty well for engraving. Minimal cutting capabilities on this, and kind of a nice, you know, benchtop unit if you want to do just maker marks on other material. You would, if you have just a limited space, but again, you got to be mindful of the laser light and any of the vapors and smoke that come off it. As a matter of fact, they've got my review on their site right there. So we're going to have 3 of these to give away. I had fun with this one. It's LightBurn compatible. You can use it with laser GRBL as well. Works pretty well. But on top of that, they're also providing an iCube Ultra, and they are including both the 12-watt blue diode module as well as the 1.2-watt infrared module. Now this one is, I did a review on this one, and it is you know, fully enclosed. It's got a fan in the back with a small filter in it that you could hook up to another smoke extractor. It's got that kind of shroud that it's got a door in it, or the whole thing slides off. There's also a little kind of plate down on bottom that you can remove if you want to put things on, put it on top of things. So this is something that would be a little more capable for on-site engraving at events. You just got to be mindful of, you know, the smoke, and make sure that the event is okay with you with running it there. But kind of a nicer option if you're wanting to actually use it on the go around other people, because it does have that kind of protective frame to it. They do have an optional camera and air assist that doesn't come with it. Those are options you could purchase afterwards. Here you see they've got that fan and a basic filter system. It's not something I would run inside with just that, but it's going to cut down on some of the dust and smoke and debris, or you can attach it to an external one. So yeah, really nice of them to throw this in as well. So like I said, we've got 2 of the downdraft tables, 3 of the C1 open frame lasers, and 1 of this iCube Ultra to give away from Sculpfun. They do also have I think a Black Friday sale still going on, and or a Christmas sale, so you can definitely check that out. And they gave me the code Vintari20. So if you are going to place an order with them in the next little bit, you can use that to get $20 off most orders. Some of the things they said are already heavily discounted, and it might not work for, but hey, it's a code out there. You can slap that onto your order and hopefully save yourself another $20. So I've got a link to that down in my the description of my channel if you want to check them out. But definitely a lot of thanks to Sculpfun for supporting us. I've used a number of their machines over the years. They used to have kind of a lot of this, the 20 by 20 extrusion lasers, but their A9 laser that they've come out with, I've a nice 40-watt laser that I've been using. They also have the fiber module, the 20-watt fiber module that I did a review on recently as well. And they also, I know nothing about it other than that they've come out with it. They do also have a UV laser, which it seems to be kind of the popular thing this year. A lot of people coming out with them. So Sculpfun definitely staying in the game with their stuff, and definitely appreciate their support. I've had pretty good luck with all of their lasers over the years, and pretty good luck with their support. So I've been pretty easy to test their machines and recommend them. So
yeah, I've got a couple of the Sculpfuns that I've passed along. I know my buddy Billy, he's got the S30, the big, like, it's like 600 by 600, I think it is. Or no, is it? Yeah, it's like 600 by 600. It's not the 30,
yeah, they've got their
36.
70, their max.
Yeah, it's the S30 Max, I think, is what he's got. It's a pretty good size machine. Matter of fact, he was showing me today a cutting board that he just engraved on it, and it's still working really good. So, yeah, their machines are definitely something that you can use to make some cool projects with. I've run the 2 or 3 of them, and I've had the little what's the little small one that they've got, the iCube.
Yeah, the original iCube.
I had one of the original iCubes.
Yep.
Also, actually, I think I got 2 of them because I had a problem with one, and then they sent me another one to fix that one. So
cool. So yeah, we will let this roll for just a little bit. Make sure everybody gets entered in. Let me make sure I've got that other window up. So we'll bring this up there. All right. Yeah. So hashtag Sculpfun. We've got multiples, and so I think we'll start at the top. The first draw is going to be for the iCube Ultra, and then we'll go through the 3 mini lasers, and then the honeycomb downdraft tables. But
right.
they're all going to be the same one. We'll just draw for each of them. So make sure you got your entry in for this. And like I say, they didn't clarify any shipping restrictions. So hopefully we'll be able to work with you. If you're international, hopefully they can send it to you. If not, we'll figure something out.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So the first one up is going to be the iCube Ultra, you said?
Yeah. I mean, I imagine that's what they're going to want.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good little machine. Like I said, it's just not bad. I think Bill had one of them for a little while too, the Ultra. Somebody, and I don't remember where it's at now. I move them around between makers in the area, but yeah, I've had the original Ultra.
Yeah, I think I didn't get a chance to check out the air assist on that one, but it's a 12-watt module, and so you add an air assist to that, it's going to be fairly capable of some decent work, even cutting some 3mm plywood and such. But yeah, it worked pretty well even without the camera and without the air assist on there. So if you're curious about it, like I say, I've got my video on it. You can definitely check that out and see what all I was able to make work with it. So, but we're up to about 469. So we'll let this go for about 1 more minute. And you want to make sure you get entered in with that keyword, and then we'll start drawing so that we can try not to
too late.
overwhelm the Clackley crew there with all the bookkeeping.
She seems to be pretty relaxed right now. She's chill. The spreadsheet's caught up. We've got everybody's email addresses documented. We got all the emails flagged and bookmarked. So I mean, we're doing pretty good so far. She's been doing a really good job. Now, sometimes I have to kind of slow myself down because I'm really quick to try to do things. So I'm having to make sure I don't do the work that she's supposed to be doing. So
yeah.
I don't want to, I don't want to ask her to help and then not let her help.
Right.
Because sometimes I do that.
So once again, everybody, we've got the Clack's email up there, clack@theclackshack.com. So when we draw, we're going to want you to speak up in chat. If your name's the winner, say, hey, I'm here. Here is the first little bit of my email address. And then make sure to send an email to clack@theclackshack.com. So
yeah, and those are just precautions to keep people from taking your prizes. That's all that is. Because if we don't do that, then when we say, hey, email me and we're going to get it to you, there'll be a bunch of people, imposters, emailing, and then we won't know who to send it to. So this is kind of a fail safe to kind of make sure nobody accidentally receives your prize.
I mean, I would like to believe in the good of people, but yeah.
I worked internet crime for too long. I don't believe in the good.
I know. I deal with a lot of that at work too, with the amount of cybercrime is just it's just such a waste of resources and time and money. But all right, we're up to 480. We've let this go. Hopefully, everybody's had a chance to get entered. So I am going to hit the draw in 3, 2, 1. Good luck, everyone.
Yeah. And it's hard to tell sometimes. I see folks saying don't spam it. Yeah, it's true. You only need to do it once, but sometimes it looks like spam when it's actually not. Steven Ross, what is it with the Stevens tonight?
Steven Rossman. We've got some good named winners here. So Steven Rossman, congratulations. We're going to put you down for that iCube Ultra. If you can speak up in chat, give us the first part of your email. And then go ahead and email clack@theclackshack.com. We will get that set up, and you'll have a fun iCube Ultra.
Yeah, I'm watching the chat for the winner, Steve Rossman there. See if we can get him through. And then, like I said, there it was. I saw it. I saw it. Wow, it's flying.
There we go.
Yeah, D-Ross. I saw it and it was like,
yeah. All right. So go ahead, Steven Rossman. We've got that. So you want to make sure you email clack@theclackshack.com. They're going to get that entered in. They're going to watch for your email. And now we're going to draw for the first. We got 3 C1 mini lasers to give away. So we're going to go ahead and draw for the next one.
Roll that dice,
everyone.
Sir.
Yeah, we should have had the whole drum roll sound effect added, but that would be another button I'd have to jump over to.
Yeah, I was fixing to say that's too many buttons at some point.
S Free 1965. You are a winner of one of the C1 mini lasers. So again, if you can chime in chat with just a chunk of your email, and then go ahead and email clack@theclackshack.com. We will get you recorded.
Oh, there it is.
All right.
Need to give us your email address, at least the first few digits, and then send that email over to clack@theclackshack.com so that we can confirm everything and get your information in there for further follow-up. So maybe I haven't missed it. But yeah, go ahead and send that email as well, or give us your email address, part of it, like the first 4 or 5 digits there. It's free, and shoot that email over.
There we go.
There we go. Yeah, well,
we both clicked on it.
Yeah, I think that's the last part of it. But hey, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, it works.
We'll see what happens. Pretty sure I know what that stands for.
So you've got that. I'm going to go ahead. Okay, so that was the first C1. We've got another C1. We'll go ahead and draw another name here, and
here we go.
We'll get that one coming up here in a minute. It always pauses on one and then flips to the last one. Milk Money Mini Farm.
What?
Congratulations.
Look at him.
You're going to be the winner of a mini C1 laser from Sculpfun. And so I'm going to let you get that. I even recognize that name. So I think we're going to know.
Yeah. Yeah, we know who that is. Oh, me. Hey, I mean, hey.
Go ahead and chime up in chat with your information. We'll get
we got that one. We can roll.
Get that recorded. All right. And for the third C1 mini laser, we'll draw again. And it always likes to pause on one and then jump to the winner. Dan Cook 08. Dan Cook, you are the winner of the Sculpfun mini C1 laser. So if you can chime up in chat with a chunk of your email, and then also email clack@theclackshack.com. Steve Rossman, just send an email saying, hey, I'm a winner. and here's my email, and then we'll get back to you with the stuff we need. That just makes sure we can get the communication going. And so we're looking for Dan Cook. Make sure I didn't miss that one. Oh, here we go. Sir HC is the chunk of the email for that one.
All right, Mr. Rossman, I think we just got. He is. I had to confirm the. Yeah, we got it. I'll go ahead and put it in, Brandy. I've already, it popped in kind of quick.
All right, so we have 2 more Sculpfun items draw, and this is for the H5 honeycomb with downdraft table. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the draw button. And so yeah, it was really nice that Sculpfun and some of the others provided more than one item. So Dave 48A, you are a winner of the downdraft table. So if you can chime up in chat with a chunk of your email address and then email clack@theclackshack.com, congratulations. We'll get connected with you to make sure that can get shipped out to you. And then we have one more to draw, but definitely want to thank Sculpfun for, providing multiple things just to make it a little chaotic and crazy for David and fun for me. So there we go. We got D Savage 73 for Dave 48A. And we've got one more to draw. So I will draw the final Sculpfun winner now.
All right, I have one come in through my.
I saw a Minnesota mail. Wild icon there.
I have one come in the junk mail that wasn't junk, so it was going to be.
Just Alan Jones, you're the final Sculpfun winner. That's for the H1 downdraft table. So if you can chime up in chat with a chunk of your email address, and then go ahead and email clack@theclackshack.com, and we'll get connected with you and everybody else. Hang in there. We still have more fun and slight chaos to go.
Roger. All right, so there was one more email address that I saw pop up.
We got just Alan Jones here, Jones A2. And it looks like we got that. So yeah, anyone that has, looks like we've got most of them. Just got to get the last emails in for the Sculpfun ones. But thanks everyone. I'm going to go ahead and I'll hide that for now because we're done with all the Sculpfun ones. But like I said, definitely if you can, if you're going to order with any of them using our links, but if you're interacting with them on social media and such, we always appreciate just saying, hey, thanks for supporting the Clack Shack Inventories Workshop with these giveaways and everything we do. That goes a long way in helping us kind of just keep these relationships with these companies strong. Like David said, we don't carry the flag for any one company. We'd like to work with as many of them as we can to have as wide of a view and input and answer as many questions about different ones for people. We can do better comparisons for you all and a lot of troubleshooting. We do that a lot on our Sunday night lives. If you're new here, we usually hop on here. We talk a little bit about what's going on in our shops, some projects we're doing, but we also answer questions live from you all on a normal Sunday night to try to help out, whether you're looking at stuff, whether you're struggling with, business aspects, whether you're got a new laser or CNC router that you're having a little bit of trouble with. We try to help out and everybody learns with it. So we want to thank all of our sponsors for helping us out along the way, both with our content and our videos, as well as supporting these giveaways. So, I think we need to take an easy one next.
Sure. Well, one of our participants is in the lobby. If you want to do his before
that's what I was thinking here. So let me.
Because we kind of had a theme going. We're bouncing from one discipline to the other to keep it interesting.
All right.
And like I said, guys, we really do appreciate all the companies that we work with. And Steve and I, neither one, like I said, like he said earlier, and I've said, and we all say numerous times, we don't march for any one company. We look out for you guys and for the hobby and for what's coming along, what's out there. We understand also that not everybody has the biggest budget and not everybody has the biggest space. So the biggest, most expensive machine on the market is not always for you. And it may not be that because you can't afford it. It may be that you don't have the room for it. And it may not be that you don't have the room for it. It may be that you can't afford it, because I'm kind of in the best of both worlds. I can't afford it and I don't have room for it. So, so we try to come up with options for everybody to be able to have fun, whether you're on a budget, whether budget is no option, or whether you have plenty of space, or whether you have like a spare bedroom that you're working out of. No matter what the situation, we want everybody that wants to have fun with these machines to have fun with these machines. So.
Oh, I just jumped over to my YouTube studio button, and it is like trying to catch up with all the chat. All right. Okay. I think I've got.
I've got one email I'm waiting on, but I think we've got everybody's email address, so we're good to move forward whenever you are.
All right. So let me see here. All right. Everyone that's been around here for a while and been following us with our CNC router stuff knows we like our Jenny bits, and they're from Cody over at Cadence Manufacturing. And so he has jumped in with a $100 gift card. So you get to go shopping and pick out whatever you might need. And so if you've got one of the smaller benchtop machines, he's got a nice set of like 1/8" Jenny bits. He's got the new Molly mill, which is a kind of a drilling. It doesn't have to do the pecking style. It can kind of go a full depth drill in and out, as well as if you you can add a small chamfer. He's got the standard Jenny bit with the downtown Jenny, the compression bit, all those in 1/8", but also of course in the 1/4". He's got the down shear groovy Jenny. So if you're doing V-carve engravings, really nice bit for getting nice clean edges on your V-carves, whether you're doing just recessed lines or you're doing inlays. Those are definitely a great tool. He does have some of your ball end mills for doing some more of the 3D stuff, as well as the tapered ball nose. And then there we go, the bowl cut Jenny. I love doing catch-all trays. This is one of the best bits for doing them. It allows you to cut in a little bit deeper, and it creates a much nicer finish on that. Both lets you be a little more aggressive with it, as well as a nice clean cut. So a lot of options there. Cody is a maker who started out, in his garage, just making things with a hobby grade machine, wanted to have some appropriate tooling for his stuff. I remember him being back in like some of the Onefinity forums and such, talking about doing his first runs. And a few of us are like, hey, we'd like to play around with some too. So he kind of just started out doing some short runs and outsourcing a lot, but he's been able to grow his business. And he's got a nice shop. I got to tour it last January, unfortunately, while I was very ill, getting him sick. Sorry again, Cody. But he's a small family-run business supporting a lot of makers and hobbyists and small businesses. So we really appreciate Cody for all he does for the maker community, what he has done for our supporting this. This isn't the first time he's supported this, so we definitely appreciate that. And fully, I still have some original bits. Clack's really hard on his. He likes to break them and whatnot. I don't know.
Yeah, I get a little crazy.
It's just his method.
But now I love using them to the point to where sometimes, especially in some of these the machines that I'm testing, I've had to learn to not use my good bits when I'm testing the machine, because sometimes these new machines, you either you screw up in the programming, or it does something that you didn't account for. You know what I mean? And you end up snapping them. So yeah, it is. But they're great bits. But I use a lot of the 1/8" bits as well because when you're doing real detailed stuff, when you got sharp turns and stuff like that, it's best to use a smaller bit, in my opinion, because it's just easier to make those turns and do everything that needs to be done. So, but yeah, he's got several different kits that are good to have, and also got some. So like I said, just individual bits. Like if you've got a machine that you're running a lot of 1/4" bits, the Jenny bits, a downcut bit, and that 30-degree V bit is like those 3 bits. You could make a lot of projects with just those 3 bits, or even just 2. Even if you just want to get, a Jenny and the downcut, the V bit, just those 2 bits, you could make a lot of projects.
Yeah, I would say, groovy Jenny, and a standard, either the compression or the downtown Jenny. My pick might be the bowl cut Jenny, just because I like doing those trays and such with it. But
yes, I need more spines.
And here you go. He's got the Hamilton Tilbeck beginner sets. That's kind of my one of my go-to ones. But yeah. And the other thing too is if he does provide some tool database stuff. So if you've got Carveco or Vectric, some of these others, you can import the tool database in there. And I believe if you're using Easel, if you go under IDC Woodcraft, they've entered in his bits there as well, that you can bring them right into the software. So definitely a great line. Like Clack said, you got to figure out how your machine works first, and you might want to use some of the beginner bits for that. Because you're going to run into something, you're going to drive it into the material without
the more expendable
turn on, things like that. But as you want to get into some quality consistency, bits that kind of keep their edge when you that are really meant for your machine. These are some great tools to have around. So hopefully Cody's in here and he's he's just nice and his ears are just burning red with all this talk about his stuff. But really, I've been using his stuff for many years, and really I trust him with the quality of the bits, and giving, as long as I've got my machine dialed in, his bits are going to give me a really nice finish. So all right, we'll bring this up. So in case you missed it, it's hashtag Jenny Bits. But we've got 340 entries in there. No, not everybody is into CNC routers, but if you are, this would be a great way to top off your bit set with a few extra from Cody. So we'll let this run just a little bit longer, make sure everybody gets entered, and we'll pull a winner for that as well. Let's see. All right. 354, 355.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm kind of distracted tonight, guys, but y'all got me working overtime between spreadsheets and emails, and I'm getting a lot of emails that aren't necessarily pertaining to this, and some maybe some folks not understanding things, and it's a little hectic over here tonight. I am glad I got Brandy, because if we didn't have Brandy, things would definitely get screwed up at this point. So I got messages and stuff coming in left and right.
I'm going to need an intermission to top off my water.
I went and got 2 bottles of water and some tea while you were having the Sculpfun discussion.
Yeah. I've been trying to talk while you guys do all the the administrative work. So
yeah, I appreciate that. It's working pretty good so far, though.
So speaking of CNCs as well, our friend James Dean over in England, I'm repping his sweatshirt right now. Only CNCs. He launched a website, and the nice thing is it's sponsored by SainSmart and Carveco and a few other places. That he's building up a tool database for kind of beginners to put in their machine, their material, their bit, and it will give you kind of the starting a good range of where to be setting up your feeds and your speeds for that. And so another thing to go check out, only CNCs. Like I say, it's free. You just set up an account, you kind of put in what your machine is, and then play around with the materials and the bits, and it'll give you a starter. Because that's one of the things with going to a CNC router is you got to learn the bit and what it can do, and then what its parameters are, and then you got to kind of learn different materials. You got to tweak that. You're going to have to go a little bit faster or slower because you want to hit that right chip load so that the bit is working well. It's not spinning too fast and burnishing the wood, but it's not being overloaded and heating up the bit. There's just kind of a balance you want to hit with those, and that's one of the trickiest things, coupled with various hold down methods and just your process from design to cam and into the machine control as well. I made the jump into CNC routers first and then to lasers. I think that was easier than going from lasers to CNC routers. But again, there's a lot of good content out there from people like David, myself, mentioned Hamilton Dilbeck. He has a lot of good content out there as well. James Dean Designs over in UK. There's a lot of good resources out there for kind of learning on these more kind of beginner type machines on up to more small business prosumer. Not necessarily diving into the deep end with your Shop Sabers or even your Avid CNCs. That's when you've gotten pretty serious.
yeah. If you've got that, you're on up into the money.
Yeah. So anyway, I think the entries have kind of slowed down here, so I'm going to give a last call for this. This again is for the $100 gift card to Cadence Manufacturing, donated by Cody, and we were going to draw a winner. When you see your name pop up there as the winner, we need you to chime in and chat with a chunk of your email, and then send an email with that to clack@theclackshack.com. So
yes, sir.
Here we go. I'm going to draw.
Operators are standing by waiting on your email.
But wait, there's more. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, draw. Good luck, everyone. And thanks again, Cody, for supporting our giveaway and everything else you do to support our channels and such.
And just
the winner is
cool guy,
Scott Johnson,
Mr. Scott Johnson.
Mr. Scott Johnson, if you could chime in and chat, congratulations, you've got a $100 gift card. So just send us a portion of your email address that we can compare, and then send an email to clack@theclackshack.com, and we'll get you hooked up with that in the next few days. So just kind of keeping an eye on that. This one's a little bit easier. We don't have multiples to jump through. There we go. Got that right away. So let you guys write that down. I'm going to go ahead and hide that one for now. And then, yeah, go ahead and email clack@theclackshack.com. And they will get your information recorded. Oh, this is it's going okay. I think we're keeping up on it.
Yeah, we're getting it there, sir. We're getting it there. Just waiting on another email there. It's going well. I can't complain too much. I do need to add me another folder over here to my. Let's see.
Keeping your email organized.
Yeah, because my email folder is starting to get full of bookmarked emails. So I'm just going to create a Christmas giveaway folder in the email so that you know what I'm doing over there, Brandy. I'm going to move all these emails over into that giveaway folder so that they stay together. Because it's done got ridiculous. Because you know how it is. I use my email too to like keep track of different conversations about upcoming equipment and stuff like that. And so it can get a little wild. All right. So I'm going to move those to that folder. Well, I said I was.
All right. We do still have a number of prizes to give away from at least 3 other places, but we got some multiple ones to work with here. So I'm going to get the next one set up, which will be fairly easy. It's going to be the bottom one with the 3. And let me just get other things set up. But hopefully you're all having fun. We definitely appreciate everyone hopping on here and hanging out with us. And hopefully you'll come back, future weeks. We do this every Sunday for a couple hours at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, or Daylight's Time in the summer. And hang out, have fun, answer some questions, talk about what's going on, and just it's built up a nice community out of that. So we do have a Facebook page that kind of combines the multiple communities in there. It started out when we were focusing more on lasers, so it's laser engraving community. But there should be links down in the description, so you can definitely hop in there. With that, we also have a map of our listeners, so that hopefully is linked in the descriptions as well. You can go ahead and drop a screen name in there, and we update that from time to time. And if we're on the road, going to events or such, we kind of give a little shout out saying, hey, we're going to be in the area. Maybe we can meet up with some people and such. But also, we're active on our own Facebook pages. We're somewhat active on Instagram. So always appreciate you following us there. Of course, YouTube is kind of our primary thing for both of us. So if you are here from my channel or you're here from David's channel, you're not familiar with the other, definitely check them out. We partner on a lot of stuff. Like I say, we do this weekly. We do some events together, and just kind of collaborate on a lot of stuff. So we appreciate the support both ways, and definitely want to make it useful for you all. So keep the comments coming, keep the community going, and that helps encourage us to keep getting out and putting those cameras on.
I done created a folder. I don't know where I created that. Great. Right. It's here. There it goes. It popped up. Okay. It's not in my keep box. That's why. Oh, Lordy. Okay. It created it was beside the inbox instead of underneath it. That's why. Oh, Lordy. I got it now.
All right. Are you ready to move to the next one?
I think we are. It looks like we're caught up. We got Cadences is in there. Brandy is doing an exceptional job. Thank you. Looks like we're good. I mean, looks like all the email addresses are there. So we're good.
All right.
Which one you want to go to next?
All right. Well, this next one, this next sponsor has been supporting both our channels for a while. And actually, this sponsor is the whole reason that we got connected. And so that is Xtool.
Yeah.
And they've been big supporters of our channels, both with equipment as well as, inviting us out to CES last year and such. And like I say, that's kind of how David and I got connected, was through our original Xtool D1 content. And so we always appreciate when they jump in to things like this. We appreciate them working with us on their products. Like I say, we don't do anything exclusive with anyone. And so whenever companies continue to work with us and appreciate that, we're going to be constructive and give good feedback, but honest feedback, and they keep coming back, we definitely appreciate that. But Xtools jumped in, and we actually have 3 gift cards from them to give to you. So you can use this for materials. You can use it for, partial payment on a machine and such. But they're 3 $100 gift cards that we're going to give out to 3 of you. And they do have a Christmas sale going on right now as well. So they thought we'd mention that. So there are a few different deals. I think they have some that, so like there are certain ones going on. They're going to have a final countdown one with some extra stuff. They do have a decent material library of items that you can purchase from them. And the nice thing is, if you're using their Xtool Creatives, or actually Xtool Studio now, sorry, they changed the name again.
Changing the name.
They do provide pretty good material settings for their various lasers to kind of get you really in the ballpark of where they're going to work. So it's
I like the
not necessarily
patches that they have, the black over silver, black over gold patches and stuff.
Oh yeah, they have some nice.
I actually like that. Those are, and you can put them on with an iron. You don't necessarily have to have a press.
Yeah, so they have pre-cut, and let's see, that would be under, I think, polyurethane here. So here we go. they've got these variety of patches that they've got the sticky, the removable sticky back on there, and then you just kind of place it in there and then iron it on. So these are nice. Their notebooks they engrave pretty well, and they're not the cheapest items out there, but they're quality items. I haven't gotten any materials from them that I felt were kind of subpar. So when it's nice to get a good deal on things, it's nice to not spend more than you have to, but it's worth spending money on quality material that's going to be consistent, because there's nothing worse than having a lot of rejected items because they just didn't cut well or engrave well. So
I didn't ask them. I'm kind of curious too if it's somebody that has Xtool software already. I wonder if you can like add credits to your AI make or whatever that they use.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
That would be interesting.
But yeah, I most recently I've got the little portable F2, which is kind of the original F1 was my favorite portable laser, but they of course have now updated it to the Xtool F2. We both have a couple videos out on that, and I think for both of us, this is kind of now our new go-to on-the-go laser.
It's not in my trailer currently, but once the new wears off of it, it'll probably end up back in the trailer. Now I do go get it occasionally if I have something small come in. I'll just go get it out of my trailer and bring it in here and use it. But yeah, that's going to be my new event machine as far as my Galvo small frame.
Yeah. So they did update that to a 15-watt diode, a 5-watt IR. They've got a really nice camera in there. So some nice updates to that from the F1. Although the F1, if you can get a good deal on it, is still a very good portable laser as well. I've been using mine at a lot of events, and I've even just, if we're going on vacation on the road, like driving somewhere, and I've got space, I'll drop that in there. I've taken it to like we stayed at some cabins up on the North Shore, and so I brought some slate coasters with, and while I was there, I actually engraved the resort's logo on it and gave it to the owners. I've done that for like Airbnbs as well. If they have kind of like a logo I can steal, it's just kind of a nice little thank you. And hey, free advertising. You never know when they're going to come back and say, hey, what would it cost to make some more of those? So now you also have the new UV laser that you've been playing with, right?
Yeah. I like it as far as UV lasers goes. Now I have been playing with the whole trying to do them in that liquid stuff, doing the round balls or whatever. I'm terrible at that. I'm not a fan of that so far. But the little square ones, matter of fact, I did one today, messing around with it. And I like the UVs. The UV light, like that frequency laser has become my new favorite as far as like marking anything and everything. It's not the fastest. It's not going to give you the deepest engrave necessarily, but you put something in there, you can just about be guaranteed that you're going to put a mark on it, regardless of what it's made out of. So yeah, I love the UV, and I like that one because two things that Xtool did that stand out against other machines, and I have other UV machines. I've saw other UV machines. The two things that I will say that Xtool did that a lot of other companies did not do is one, the camera is handy, but I can do without the camera on a Galvo as long as I have a really good way of framing. But a lot of UVs, framing is kind of the weak point because you can't see it without the paddle, the little UV paddle. But with Xtool, they did put a blue laser in there that actually frames and does a really good job of being visible on most materials. Now, sometimes, the blue laser can be a bit hard to see on some materials, but for most materials, it works really well.
Cool. And then the other one that I recently got in as well is, of course, their Xtool P3. This is their upgrade from the P2 series. It's an 80-watt CO2 laser. 36-inch wide working area, 18-inch deep, but they also have and people who have followed our channels for a while know that I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of conveyors. This one works pretty well, and it's not hard to add on and take off. And that was one of the big things for me is I don't want to have to spend half an hour setting this thing up. to get it to work. And so once you have the kind of the cartridge in it, that stays, then these the little foot the support pieces go on. So this one it's got a lot of smart technology in it, so you can have it kind of auto detect the material, auto focus. If you're using the Xtool software and they've got their little QR codes on there, it'll even pick up what type of material it is. So they're trying to make it as easy as possible. Even their rotary tool kind of has a spot to lock in place and kind of help get that aligned. I'm still working out kind of how that works well. I want to do a video with that and the RA3 here in the near future. It's just been a busy holiday season, so haven't been able to do as much, just kind of like trial and testing stuff. But hopefully after CES, definitely be able to do more with that. But yeah, it's nice to see them continue to develop. I know they've come out with a lot of other products like their apparel printer, that DTF printer, and their metal machine, but now they've kind of come back to their roots with some of the lasers. They updated the F2, the F1 to the F2, updating the P2 to the P3. And we'll see. I'll be curious to see here in the next little while, see what they do with if they add more modules to S1, or where they're going to go in the diode realm. But Xtool is one of those that it works well with their software. Their newer lasers aren't necessarily as compatible with LightBurn as the older ones are, but that's due to some of these, kind of specific to them features and such. They're not for everyone. If you're more industrial and want to really control everything, have a little more open source, being able to swap things out, maybe upgrade your own air assist, things like that. That this laser might not be for you, but if you want a CO2 laser that is kind of holding your hand and making sure everything's working right, and has a pretty decent working area, and 80 watts of power is a nice, you can cut through with their medium lens. You can get through most 1/2 inch material, some 3/4 inch, but they also offer a longer lens for cutting and a shorter lens for more detail work. So.
You mean that don't mean small, medium, and large?
No.
I've saw some people call it. I'm gonna put the small lens in. I'm gonna put the large lens in. I'm like, wait a minute. I think you got that wrong.
But yeah, they're kind of like, as someone just mentioned, they're kind of like the bamboo of the laser world, or the Apple of the laser world and such. And they do try to give a good end user experience. I know it's not for everyone. Some people want more flexibility. They want more. They want to tinker. They want to play. But it's helped a lot of people get into the hobby or get their businesses started. I mean, David's one of those. With when you got that, you spent all that money. That Brandy was like, "You spent what? And you got what?"
She said, "You bought a what for $800? You bought a what?" I said, "A laser." And she said, "What's a laser?" Yeah, that was back in the day.
But yeah, it's worked out for you and many others, and so we're grateful for their support. So
yeah, like I said, I don't have the P3 because Steve gets all the cool toys, but it is a lot bigger machine. There's a lot more technology in it, and like I said, some people don't like that. Some people want bare bones, but Xtool does make a good product, and they make a good system because they sell you everything you need to make it work as well. So,
all right. Well, anything more? I mean, we've used a lot of their stuff. We've talked about them a lot. We've got a lot of videos on our channel about Xtool. So if you have questions about Xtool lasers, definitely check out our videos. Come back to future live streams and ask some questions. You can hit us up on our Facebook pages and email us. Just don't send me an Etsy message about a laser question unless it's in relation to your order.
If it ain't got to do with Etsy, please just send it by email.
I try to manage my communications. I try to get back to people in a timely manner, especially in the comments and emails and such. But it kind of throws me for a loop when I get Etsy notification that someone needs help, and it's it's completely unrelated to an order. Etsy's just a little weird about your communication and your timing. So
they give you a bad score because you had a slow response.
Yeah. But
yeah.
Anyway,
I'm going to run some laps in a minute. Get my blood flowing.
All right, so we have 3 drawings to do here. for Xtool. Each one's going to get a $100 gift card. So we're going to go through these again, as usual. If you see your name come up, you want to respond in chat with your a portion of your email that you're going to send us, and then you're going to send an email to clack@theclackshack.com. So,
but to win, you have to have that hashtag Xtool in the comments over there, guys. I keep getting emails that have the hashtag in them. That's not where the hashtag needs to be. It needs to be in the comments right now, the live comments. So if you're watching this, the live comments is where you need to be dropping those hashtags, because the email's not going to get you there.
I'm glad we're using your email this year.
Yeah, I bet.
Oh, all right. Well, we've got 527 entries in there. So we're going to basically, this is it. So I'm going to hit the draw button in 3, 2, 1, and good luck, everyone. Let's see who wins the first gift card.
Do they get to pick which $100 they get?
I mean, if you really want to complicate it, Troy Dietrich, 1953. You are the winner of the first gift card. Congratulations. If you can drop into chat a portion of your email address so that we can recognize it when you email clack@theclackshack.com, it would be great.
Yeah.
So
somebody said you need to create a dummy email just for this. Now, because a lot of folks know what my email address. Trust me, it already gets enough emails. And little known fact too, when you start having to pay for all those email addresses and the hosting and everything, you really don't want to just be creating random ones all the time. I could have done a alias and forwarded it, but my email address is more than public, so I'm not worried about that.
Yeah. So he's chimed in. Troy D is
Troy D.
So I'll let you
already
record that.
Brandy is on top of things, boy. She's done got that one in there.
All right. So we're going to go draw the second one. So good luck, everyone.
I'm just waiting on that email. Just don't forget to send us the email there, Troy.
Well, I mean, email's fast, but not that fast. Travis Cagle, congratulations. Travis? You are the winner of the second Xtool gift card. So if you can chime in and chat with the part of your email address, and then go ahead and email clack@theclackshack.com.
Yep. See, easy to remember. It just rolls off the tongue like that. Okay. Travis Cagle. Don't be laughing. Oh, I thought I saw it. Oh.
Yeah. He said yay, but we still need part of your email.
Okay. Yeah.
There we go.
The name. TDK. Whack-a-mole here. There we go.
All right.
There we go.
We got that in there, and we're going to draw the third winner for the final Xtool gift card.
$100.
Again, good luck, everyone.
Hat patches you could get for $100 if you just wanted hat patches or something. You get a lot of them.
Wallaby Creations. Congratulations. You are the third winner for the Xtool gift card. Once again, if you can chime up in chat with a portion of your email, and then go ahead and email clack@theclackshack.com.
Yep. Man, she is quick. She done got that one in there already. Have I got a delay on my end tonight for some reason? Like, as soon as you said that, I looked up there and it was already in there. I was like, what in the world?
I mean,
she done got psychic.
Let's see here. Okay, what am I drinking? No, not Red Bull. This is called Kinetic. It's
that's some of that sparkling water stuff, isn't it?
No, it's actually it's a ketone based energy drink. So there's no caffeine, there's no sugars in it. It's a bit sour, but this one's watermelon lime, and
let's see.
They're not the cheapest drink out there, but I can drink them like now, and it's not it doesn't like keep me up. Ketones are what your body naturally makes when you fast, and it helps create energy out of fats and such instead of carbohydrates and such.
All right, so there's Travis's.
So yeah, this is a drink I can have later in the day, and it doesn't have caffeine or sugar in it. That's going to keep me up. So
you mean you can't drink coffee before bed?
I mean, I can, but I'm probably not gonna sleep very well. So, did we get?
He sent. I see Travis sent his. We've got it in there. I think we're waiting on the other one still.
And we got Koala.
I think we hadn't got it yet.
Yeah, so we're just waiting on their email.
Waiting on you to send those emails there for Koala Bee Creations and Troy. Well, there comes Troy. So we got Troy's now.
Steve Rossman's asking, how do I purchase gift memberships to both of your channels? I think if you're already a member, that's a good question.
Yeah, I think I think there's a button, but I can't see it currently. Yeah, I'm still looking for email addresses too. But yeah, you can. There's typically like a gift. I think there's a gift button on there, and you can pick whether you want what you want to gift or whatever. I think it is. Let me go to your channel. I can see it there.
I'm looking at your channel.
Oh, I was going to say because I'm a member on yours already. So
okay, so it's at the below the chat thing. Here, let me see. All right, I'm gonna bring this up. So now we're gonna. and the thing's in the middle of it. Hold on. This little button down here is where you can do the show support stuff. And this is where you can do super chats and membership gifting and all that kind of fun stuff. So again, we appreciate it. We love the support, but don't feel like you have to. It's very much appreciated. It does help us do things like this. It helps us continue to, work on equipment and things like that, buy supplies. That's one thing, testing all this equipment, especially like with the fiber lasers and such. Some companies are good and they'll send a material pack, but others you can burn through a lot of material trying to dial in settings and come up with stuff. So we really do appreciate the support to help out with just simple things like that. But
there's koalas. Yeah, these UVs are not cheap to test either. Not the inner engraving, because I had to buy the crystals, because they only send you like a couple, and one or two crystals. Sometimes that's just not enough to get a good setting with, and so those things get expensive.
But as always, the best way to support us is watch our content, leave comments, hit that like button. That does help. It's that whole algorithm thing. YouTube, when they see that stuff, they say, "Oh, people like it. I should show it to more." So, I never want people to feel like they gotta monetarily support us when you can, even just using the links. If you're shopping on Amazon, go hit up one of our videos, any of our Amazon links. Even if you're not buying that item, it keeps that referral fresh for like 12 plus hours. And so if you go and buy, your
socks,
favorite energy drink or socks or whatever on there, we get the referral, and that's a free way to help support us or any other creator that that's an Amazon affiliate. That's a great way to help any creator that way. So
I've had a couple of folks that asked me, they're like, "How can I help you?" I don't, and I was like, "Look, if you buy stuff from Amazon, all you got to do is set my Amazon link, like on when you do your shortcuts, just use one of my affiliate links as your shortcut. That way, every time you buy something, it helps." And I didn't realize how many people actually like buy groceries and stuff like that on Amazon, because I'll see it, because you can see some of the stuff that's being ordered.
Now, to clarify, we don't see who's buying it.
No, you can see the type of items.
You just see what items have been bought with your referral links, but there's no tying it to a customer like this person.
No,
think about that stuff.
But when you say that somebody bought like cereal, you know what I mean? Because it'll say, I made like $1 off of like 18 boxes of cereal, and it's like, who buys 18 boxes of cereal? But but it's interesting. I like it. I enjoy it. I said, I've got family members that didn't even know it was a thing, and they were ordering stuff from Amazon. They're like, "Why haven't I been using the links?" And I'm like, "I don't know, because you don't like me." I'm not sure. But it's fun. Like I said, I don't like to pour mouth, folks, because the good Lord has blessed me. This is it's more than a hobby to me now because it's like my full-time job since I've retired. But I do have a retirement check that is what kind of takes care of, the household budget and stuff like that. The shop is kind of my play money. If I want to take a trip to go like see Steve or like going to CES, the shop pays for that. The money that I make out here is what pays for that. So that's where that money comes in handy. Like when you guys are like, hey, you should come to this event here or this, that's where that money comes from, because I can't take money from my household account to spend on that kind of stuff, because that's just not responsible as a, as a husband, as a father, as a homeowner. That's just not a responsible thing to do. So I use the money that I can make out here to do those things. And so that's why I'm limited to what I can do, by how much I make doing, because I do physical products. I do digital products. Me and Steve both do digital products. And here lately, I've been doing a lot of shipping stuff. So, I said I was just going to just take it to the post office and do it that way. It's getting a little out of hand. I've basically got myself a full-blown little shipping outlet in there. Now I'm still using the post office because it's just easier where I live, because, I'm on a back county road, and, our people that pick up my mail drive their SUVs and their Toyota Celicas and stuff like that. But yeah, it's definitely appreciated when you guys do something that can kind of help. But the biggest thing, like I said, me and Steve both, the biggest thing is just spread the word, get people to come watch. If somebody's struggling with their machines and they're asking for resources, drop our name in there and let them know. That's the biggest, the most valuable thing to me is you guys, the audience, because if y'all aren't watching the videos, the companies don't want to talk to us. We can't try the machines out. You know what I mean? All that stuff falls hand in hand. So yeah, we appreciate you. But the most important thing, and the thing that you can do that doesn't cost you any money, is just spread the word and watch the videos. So there you go. What we got next?
All right.
We got all three of those are in there. All the information has been collected. We are good to go.
All right. This next one's probably going to be a little tricky.
Uh-oh.
Because I'm guessing you want to end on the
yeah, I say that the big grand finale needs to be that one. I mean, right. I
okay,
so you're looking at that shipping restrictions, aren't you?
I'll let hold on a second. Let me just get a couple things. Gotta get that off of there. I should have been doing this while you were yakking.
Well, it's because you were too distracted. You just had you big furry eyelashes in your eyes over there. But yeah.
Hey, I'm getting a lot of mileage
out.
Woo-hoo!
Appreciate you. Thank you, sir. Steve,
all right.
It's gonna get stiff sitting in this chair too long. Some folks were saying I was falling asleep. If I sit still too long, my body thinks I'm supposed to be going to sleep.
We need to get you a sit stand. You need to get you a collaboration with a sit stand desk.
Oh, dude, if I can get them to send me one of those treadmills that like it goes under your desk or whatever, I would so take it. Because I'm seriously like a shark. Sharks can't stop, because if they stop moving, they quit breathing. That's kind of how I am. I can't stop. And so when I sit still too long, I go to sleep. You can ask my wife.
All right.
Watch some show that's boring, and I'll just be like,
This next one have multiple prizes, so we will run through that. But for the actual prizes, their shipping regions are to the U.S. and European Union only. However, if you're outside those regions, they're going to work with you to provide you a gift card of the same value, so you can place an order, but then the shipping may be on you. For that stuff, as far as that's how I understand it. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's from what they told me. Yeah, U.S. and EU only, but that's just for them to cover everything. If you're outside of those areas, then they'll give you a gift card of the same value. So if the shipping is, crazy expensive, you may have to adjust what you get for that prize. You see what I'm saying? Because the shipping is going to eat your prize up, or either you like apply that towards whatever you want and then you pay the shipping. Because the way that they've got it as far as the price goes, is shipping's included. But if you're outside those areas, I think it puts the shipping on you. Now, from what I'm seeing and from what our statistics are, generally speaking, most everybody should be okay unless it's somebody like Chris or something. But then again, and like I said, if you were to roll the dice and the Australian guy in the group gets picked, let us know, and we'll try to work with you and come up with something. Because I don't like having to do things this way, but there are extra costs involved with going to some places and some countries, and there's paperwork and restrictions and all that kind of things. So if it happens, we'll work with you. Let us know in the email that you're not in those areas if your name gets drawn, or let us know in the comment where you are, and we'll try to work something out. If it ain't nothing but an Amazon something or another or something similar. But yeah, that's what we're handed from the companies, and it's either work with them under their low rules or nobody gets anything. You know what I mean? So that's why we choose to work with them. Yeah, Brian said Chris gets called out a lot. Chris is like our like most like well-known viewer from Australia. It's Mr. Chris Gallagher. Like I might forget everybody else's name, but I'll remember Chris's, because I think Chris has been with us since episode 1. Like he's here every Sunday. Him and Brian both. I think. Well, Brian went on a hiatus for a little while there, but he's back.
All right. So the company we're talking about, you've seen a lot in our shops. They've been integral to our shops as well. And of course, that is Atomstack. So the hashtag is going to be hashtag Atomstack to enter, but let's talk about the various prizes. So starting with a couple of the accessories they're going to provide, we have the R6 rotary roller from Amazon. So this is just the roller type version. But it is compatible with a lot of different lasers. They do generally provide the appropriate cables to go to. It basically takes the place of your Y stepper on most diode based lasers. So they are providing one of those. However, they are also providing a there we go, R8 Pro. So this is both the chuck and the roller style together. So you can swap between the two. You can use one. You can give the roller to your buddy if you only want the chuck, or vice versa. But definitely a kit there. And it's kind of the newer version of the ones that we've been using for quite a while. Been a pretty decent rotary. It's got the tilt option on it. It has kind of the end stop or the kind of the support rollers, which kind of are helpful for tumblers and such, as well as the different kind of feet that you can put on there as well, or the post for working with rings. So that'll be an additional prize that is available. But then they are also jumping in. They have their new Swift laser. And so this one comes in a couple of varieties. They have the 7-watt and the 12-watt. And so we actually have one of each that they're offering for this. So this is your basic laser. I think it's 300 by 300. Yeah. So it's a little bit smaller than some of your standard open gantry lasers, but sometimes that's nice if you, sometimes these 400 by 400 ones, they take up more space. If you want something portable that's a little bit bigger than the tiny open frame, but not quite the full size, this might be something that fits it. And again, that 7 and 12 watt works pretty well for engravings. I think they've got the camera you can add on. I don't remember if they have an air assist option. Do you know?
I thought I saw one, but I don't know if it was one of their universal ones that was on it or not. I'm not 100% sure. I could have swore I saw one.
But at least as an engraving type of laser, it's going to be pretty decent for that type of work. So like I said, we'll be giving we got two different ones, the 7-watt and the 12-watt, but they also are providing us with,
wait, there's more.
an A40 Pro V2 laser with the F60 air assist. So 40-watt diode laser. It's got the really nice air pump that we really like. pretty decent module. It's very similar to the A and the X40, the wide one that like Clack's got in EnclosureZilla and such. And I believe the air pump is LightBurn controlled as well.
Yes, I think the V2 machines are. I know my X40 is as well.
And it's got the option to switch it so you can turn half the diodes off if you want more detail for engraving. You get a little smaller spot size and such. So still an open frame, and air assist controlled by LightBurn, as well as I believe their Atomstack Studio software. It's got autofocus on it, so it's got the button on front, or you can set up the macro in LightBurn. The crosshairs, if you want to use them, I usually leave those off and just go with the laser, low power laser framing. So, but a really nice open frame laser, drag chain for cable management and such. Hey, a 40-watt diode is a pretty decent machine to be working with in this hobby as a small business, as whatever you need it for. It's going to be kind of that nice ground between having some pretty decent cutting capability, can drop those diodes down, still get some pretty good engraving.
Yeah, and like I said, that is basically built the same as my X40 Max over here, except it's just, it's not as wide. Other than that, the module looks remarkably the same. The controller's a little bit different. The gantry is built very similar. So they basically took some of the things that they learned from the X40 and just put it into this A40 Pro V2. And like I said, I've got multiple Atomstack machines in my shop, and I run them a lot. I just recently moved the A70, which has the same autofocus as this A40. It has the same or similar setup. And that autofocus, you don't think it's a big thing that you need. And the autofocus is not something that I'm just crazy about, but it's the fact that I could actually drop the Z in cuts. That's what really comes in handy, is when you're trying to do like really thick material, or you're just trying to get, a one pass drop on something that's maybe a little thicker than usual. You can drop that Z axis, 2.5 millimeters or whatever, and cut. Another thing with the Atomstack machines is where some machines have a really short, like focal duration, to where, a couple of millimeters and it's out of focus. The Atomstack machines, especially these series, seem to hold the focus a little longer than some. So they're a little more forgiving when it comes to focus. Atomstack also wanted us to kind of mention to you guys that they have recently acquired, and me and Steve have always said that we felt like they were, in cahoots somehow, like maybe they were like cousins or something, but it's official now. Atomstack has acquired IKEA, like fully. So like the companies are basically going to be the same. So I'll let Steve speak on the IKEA stuff, because I haven't had a lot of IKEA stuff in my shop, but I know Steve has. So
yeah, so I know there's always been these interesting relationships between some laser companies, and when this brand originally came out, it was kind of touted as being the top end Atomstack brand, but they still were kind of separate. Well, they're bringing them into the fold, and I've used a number of their machines. The first couple were decent, but there were kind of some autofocus glitches, but they seem to have worked those out with their recent ones. Most recently, I took a look at their big 70-watt Max, which is like the 800 by 850 millimeter working area, really big open frame laser. Nice if you have the space and can build an enclosure for it or such, but a little big for just a weekend warrior laser enthusiast. But it's nice to have those options out there. But they have acquired them fully and plan to continue developing products under this label, but fully tied in with Atomstack. So definitely things to look forward from that in this coming year. But I've been happy with their 70-watt, and then their 40 watt. Also took a look at the enclosure on that one as well. So nice to see them kind of maybe eliminating some confusion on that, hopefully bringing them in kind of more towards the main Atomstack brand. I know there used to also be the confusion between atomstack.com and .net and some of the resellers and such. So it's good that Atomstack's kind of protecting their brand and controlling it to a bit. So hopefully we'll continue to see some good innovations on both fronts. But yeah, we're very happy to have Atomstack here, providing these various prizes, and looking forward to giving them away to some of you. So we do have, all right, I'm gonna get that out of there for a second. We do have a number of things to give away. So there are the 3 lasers and there are the 2 rotaries. I'm guessing what we'll do is we'll ask you, because maybe I don't want to assume that you want a 7-watt laser over a rotary.
Yeah, so you need.
I'm guessing the first winner is probably going to want the 40-watt laser, but so we're gonna draw the names, and again the hashtag is #Atomstack. You only need to enter once. We are going to draw 5 drawings from this. The first winner you'll need to chime in with your email address, or the part of your email address, and then also your choice of the 40-watt laser, 12-watt laser, 7-watt laser, chuck rotary, or roller rotary. So hopefully,
or the R8 is actually both of them. So,
well, yeah, I'm just saying that the chuck one will get you the dual one, the roller,
or the A40.
So,
yeah.
And I accidentally stopped sharing, so I am going to get that back up here in a second, and then we will.
But yeah, Atomstack's probably, as far as companies goes that I've dealt with, Atomstack, as far as per number of machines that I've had in my shop from a given company, I think Atomstack probably has that award for the most. I'd have to look at my sheet of how many machines I've tested, but I think I've tested more Atomstack machines than I have machines from any other one brand. X-Tool would be close, but I think Atomstack may have them beat out just a little, because Atomstack comes out with a lot of variety of different machines.
Yeah, they do kind of branch out there with a lot of different styles and power levels and such. So that might be true. But yeah, really, really thankful for them for their support of our channels, support of this giveaway and such. So looking forward to that. So we've got 522 entries in this. We're gonna draw these, start drawing these in probably just a minute. So this is kind of your last call. Get that into chat with #Atomstack.
Yeah, Matt is 289 watching and 520 entries. There's actually 641 people watching right now, Matt. We're streaming to 5 different platforms right now. So you've got Facebook, YouTube, X, Twitch. You've got several different platforms. Both of us have channels on both. So yeah, there's quite the audience. The numbers that you're seeing are only going to be whichever channel or whichever avenue that you're entering into the video. But we use StreamYard, which allows us to broadcast to multiple outlets at one time. The comments that you see on the screen, those are compiled from my Facebook, Steve's Facebook, my YouTube, Steve's YouTube, Twitch, X. I don't know if Twitch and X. Well, I know Twitch can. I don't know if X can comment into the live. But yeah, those are culminated from several different areas. It's not just the channel that you're viewing on that you're seeing. So that's why the numbers do look skewed. But that's why, because we've been averaging around 700 for a lot of this video. So pretty good audience tonight. We appreciate that.
Yeah.
If you haven't, hit that thumbs up, like, share, follow, subscribe, all the good stuff while you're here.
Yeah. And like I say, hit us up on Facebook, hit us up on Instagram. Subscribing and liking those channels are free. You can ignore us the rest of the time if you want, I guess, but we appreciate you watching the comment and most importantly, commenting on posts and videos and such. That interaction really helps us know that people are actually seeing it and reading it, and then it helps get that fed out to others. But really like the community we build here on the weekends as well with the live stream. So all right, we're up to 529. It seems like the flood of entries is kind of tapered off. So we are going to draw. So make sure you watch for your name, respond back in chat with part of your email address. And then on this one, you're going to need to pick out we'll start at the top and you can pick out your item. So we're
Yeah,
going to start the draw in 3, 2, 1. Good luck, everyone.
Let's see who gets the lucky one this time.
And winner is Joe White.
Joe White in 6C. Like I said,
So,
make sure
Joe,
to drop a comment. Let us know that you're in the lobby. You're also going to need to give us the first part of your email address and your preferred machine for your prize, as well as send that email to clack@theclackshack.com so that we can get with that.
I'm just guessing though. I'm guessing he's gonna go for the 40-watt laser.
I mean, you never know.
You never know.
It could be one of them situations where they need something portable or they need just a chuck.
Yeah, it definitely could be. But
I mean, me personally, yes, I'd probably go for the 40-watt. But
yeah, I do. I mean, if you're in the market, you know you're going to be doing some cutting. A 40-watt is a good 40-watt diode is a good spot to be at. So
yes. Yeah, and I have the I think me and you both got the new IR module for the big glacier, the water cooled machine. That's a big work area for an IR module. But I've got to do some rearranging and get caught up on some other stuff before I can get that thing down here and set up a place to run it on. I'm wanting to build myself like a workbench that doubles as an enclosure for the glacier, because I did have to move my 70-watt to make room for some other stuff that was coming in. So we'll see.
Still waiting for maybe I missed it, but looking for a reply from Joe White.
Oh, I got an email.
Oh, okay.
I didn't see him comment in there. He says he'll take the 40-watt.
All right. Yeah, it may have just flown by.
Yeah, I think he may have Joe White 1266. Wasn't that it?
Joe White NC6, yeah. So looks like it's all right. Well, we will roll with that one. So the 40-watt laser's been picked. We are going to roll again, and you'll have your choice between the Swift lasers, the rotaries. Oh yeah, either the 7-watt, the 12-watt, or the chuck and roller, or the roller rotary. So good luck, everyone. We'll see who the next winner is for Atomstack. And it slows to JPad Elliott. JPad Elliott, I think.
Something like that. Sounds about right.
A hurting Chiefs fan this year. They haven't made the play, or they've made the playoffs like forever and now haven't. So, but JPad Elliott.
Okay, he said he commented in chat too. It blowed past.
Yeah,
we got you. unless there's like 3 of them comes in with a similar name, we'll be fine. But
there we go. He says John B. And then let us know which
shall you choose, sir?
You got the 7-watt, the 12-watt in the Swift lasers. Otherwise, you got the chuck and roller, or the roller, just the roller rotary.
Mm-hmm. I'm guessing he's probably going to take the 12. Or, like I said, could go for the chuck. I'm going to be honest with you. The chuck, I think, is probably more expensive than the 12-watt, isn't it?
Well, and yeah, if you don't have a good chuck rotary, that'd be a good option to jump on. So,
yeah, because the price wise, the R8 is probably the next qualified one. Let's see, JPad Elliott. So we got his name, but we don't know what he wants yet, so we can't put him on the sheet. So,
Wheezy, no, you don't have to be a member. You just have to be here live. We'd appreciate if you'd subscribe. That's free, but there's no requirements other than just being here and hitting the hashtag.
Yeah, if you look at the bottom of the screen right there where it says type hashtag Atomstack to enter, that's all you got to do. Singleton 469. Well, that ain't him. All right. We need to, Mr. JPad Elliott. We need you to comment in the chat. If anybody sees it, let us know. Haven't seen it yet. And we need to know what you would prefer out of the selected items and some of your email address so that we can know that it's you when you send us the contact email. Yeah, you kind of got to be here to claim your prize and get her contact information. Not necessarily that you got to be here to win, but we don't know who to send it to. Because if you're not here, you can't comment. So,
yeah, we trying to make this as fair without just randomly having people enter that aren't actually participating. So,
yeah,
the rotaries will work with most other lasers, other diode lasers. Not necessarily all of them. They do provide an adapter cable that usually will reverse a couple pins and such. But if you've got a standard open frame diode laser with the NEMA stepper motors on there, it should plug into that.
JPad. They said somebody saying that JPad commented. I'm not seeing it. I'm having to scroll. When you get so many people in here, sometimes it gets a little wild trying to see the comments.
Yeah, I mean, we appreciate everybody hanging out and commenting and everything too. It is. Yeah. It just makes it a little bit of chaotic.
They said he commented. His address is John NB. So yeah, good looking out. I still can't find it. I done scrolled way up. I am missing it.
He wants 12 watt. There we go.
All right. So.
All right.
Put it in the 12.
So we got the 40 watt and the 12 watt gone. So we still have the 7 watt laser. We've got the chuck and roller rotary and the standalone roller rotary. So, all right. So here we go. We're going to draw the next winner. You'll get to choose between those. And I'm seeing some model airplane guys with their.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of different.
Stephen Main. 7821.
7821.
A lot of Steve.
Next.
Doing good. The Steves are representing.
I'm telling you, it's been a bit. Are we favoring the Steves tonight? I mean, this is a different spelling, but.
Are you going to say it's rigged? It's rigged towards the Steves?
It's starting to look like the Steves are like leading into it somehow. I mean, Jeremy's want to know if we're taking off next Sunday. No, we're not going to be taking off. We have a thing going to where we haven't missed a Sunday in over 3 years. We've had a couple of Sundays that were a little choppy. Maybe the quality of the live was not what we normally would have, but we have been live ever since the first one we did over 3 years ago. We have not missed a Sunday. So we're going to try to not miss any coming up.
You got a chance.
If
you're Steve, you have a chance.
Yeah, if your name's Steve, can we disqualify any further Steves from winning now? I mean, at that point, John Elliott. There we go. So we got you.
Get a lot of people that identify as Steves. But did we get a response from Stephen Main?
JPad. Okay. I'm trying to find. Okay, that's not the same. That's not the same email address that he sent. Okay.
All right.
Stephen Main.
So Stephen Main. We can work with you on Atomstack as far as a gift card. So if you want to. I guess pick which one you would want.
Yeah, you still have to pick the value of it,
and then send us your part of your email, and then we'll get that all worked out for you.
Yeah, send the email. I think the JPad Elliott. I'm guessing JPad. I don't know if it's a keyboard error. I think it's him, but there's a discrepancy in the email address. On that one.
And yes, Sandra says thanks for Brandy for helping out tonight too. And
she's been a great help. I'm might be stepping on her toes right now, but I just put that email address in there. I'm pretty sure that's going to be him. It's not matching what we had as far as the. Yeah, I think that's it though. The 12 watt. All right. So I got that one. I'm gonna flag it.
Yeah. Everyone simultaneously changes their handles to Steve.
Yeah, Stephen Main 7821. Let us know what you in it for. I'm guessing he's probably gonna go for the R8.
Yeah, let us know which prize you'd pick, and then your the portion of your email, and then
We'll be moving on.
Rest the details with you through email. So
yeah, but Atomstack's, like I said, I've used Atomstack, the older one that me and you like that we've got. I've used it with everything from my OMTech CO2 to X-Tool products to Sculpfun. I mean, I've used it with ASMR machines. As long as you know know how to set it up and you've got the appropriate steps per rotation and everything, you can make them work with most any machine. Most of the rotaries and stuff come with 2 different cables. They have a black one and a white one. And one cable will make it turn one direction and one cable will make it turn the other, because all it is 2 wires are reversed. And that allows you to, no matter where your home is on your machine, to be able to use it. And it's a little the setup can be a little bit different, but as long as you have the right cables and the right settings, you can make it work. Here comes an email in. Let's see who this is from. Okay. So yeah. All right. So yeah, I got that one put in. So we'll
ready to move forward.
Well, we still don't have the information from the one that's on the screen, Stephen. It's waiting on Stephen Main.
Well,
I'm looking at the comments, and have I missed it? Yeah, everybody says Steve.
I hope not.
Steve wins all the cool stuff.
We got all our got the oldest cat down here.
Yeah,
the big chunky one.
Well, Stephen Main 7821. If you're still in the house, we need you to conversate with us over there. Wasn't he the one that said he was in Australia or something?
Yeah.
Yep, Steve MBH. So I don't know which one he's going to take. That's the kind of the hold up part, which I could evaluate it.
Yep. Okay. So we got part of the email. Just need to know which prize you would pick.
You need to know what prize you're looking for. Is it going to be the Swift 7 watt, the R8 Pro, or the R6? And keep in mind, because of being in Australia, they are going to, basically give you a gift card of the value of the prize. So that's, and that's, like I said, we can't help that. We do appreciate the fact that Atomstack was willing to at least do the gift card value thing, so you could purchase something, from them that way. It may still, you may have to downsize your prize because of shipping or whatever the case may be, but that's better than them just saying US only, which I can't say that I kind of understand, because some of the shipping stuff, not only is it expensive, but there's a lot of requirements and forms that you have to fill out and things that you have to have set up with different countries. And it can be a bit much for a small business. Okay. He says you missed it.
Well, let us know again. We're just waiting for that. There's been a lot of chat. So yeah,
there's a whole bunch of, because you got to look, we're not just seeing the one chat that you're seeing. We're seeing all of them, and I'm scrolling. Stephen Main 7821. Yeah, I mean, I went all the way back up to that one. I'm not seeing it. But we just need to know. That's all I know. Yeah, I'm missing it's just, it is beating me.
7 watt. There we go.
7 watt. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Make
I think
sure everybody,
Brandy's in that one doing her thing. So I'm going to leave
all
it.
right,
I'm going to leave my cursor
so
alone.
what we've got left are your option between the Pro that has both the chuck and the roller rotary, and then just the standalone rotary. So the next winner will get to pick between those, and then the final Atomstack winner will get the other one. And the next winner is VA.
V, what's up, V?
All right,
yeah,
V.
V's been in the lives for a while.
Yeah,
she's a frequent flyer.
So if you can chime in with the portion of your email, and also which one you want, if you want both the roller and the chuck, or just the roller one, the what is it, the R6 and the R8?
Yeah, I'm yeah. She's
all
here.
Right. She's here. And then just let us know which, if you want the chuck and the roller, which is the R8, or just the roller, which is the R6. Roller and chuck, please. Okay, awesome.
She chose well.
And the final one is going to be for the R6 roller rotary. So we'll go ahead and draw again.
And we got the big one coming up too. Yeah.
Yeah, and then stick around. We still have John Painter, 103 Woodshop. You are the winner of the R6 roller rotary from Atomstack. So go ahead and
another name that I'm familiar with.
Yeah, go ahead and chime in with your part of your email address. We'll get you we'll get you locked in for that, and then go ahead and email clack@theclackshack.com, and we'll get that all coordinated.
Yeah, I'm still waiting on a couple of emails to come in, but we can, once we get the first part of that, we should be good to move on, I would imagine. But I still haven't gotten the emails from the last winner, Stephen. And I'm waiting on the one from V, which she just got hers. So,
and Jan Painter, J Painter.
Yeah.
So,
and then once we get those, we'll have everything updated.
All right. Let's clear off some of this stuff. We can hide that. All right. We do still have one more really nice prize to give away.
Oh yeah, this is a really good one here. I mean, if people hadn't stuck it out to this point, well, I mean, unless they just don't want it. I mean, there are those folks that don't want, a machine of this sort. But I can't imagine who that would be. I'd take it.
All right. I'm going to.
Oh, incoming email. Stephen Main. There's the other Stephen.
Let's see here. Make sure I get all my edits right. And woo.
All right. All right. I guess we can go ahead and we got another email coming in. We're gonna get that one put in. Looks like we got 2 emails coming in. So there we go. Yeah, we'll get back with you, V. I'm gonna be sending out some emails this week to get all the shipping stuff together. So that's just, I need to get that, but I'll need shipping addresses and stuff like that, but you don't got to send it at the moment because, that's going to make my email twice as busy, but I'll be sending out emails to everybody that won. And I'll send some of them. I think Steve's going to be sending some of them. Whoever's company it happens to be with, you'll get an email from, because like me and Steve both negotiated with companies to get these deals. So he's going to be sending some of them in. I'm going to be sending some of them in, but you'll get an email from one of us if, in the next few days about, next steps. which will be more than likely just contact, confirming contact information, shipping information, that kind of thing. Raymond. Oh, wait a minute. I got Laurel. Wait a minute. That's just a hashtag Atomstack. That's not a. All right. So right now, it looks like we've got everybody's email addresses in there except for Jan or John. Is it Jan or John? Jan, John. Painter. Waiting on that one, but I mean, it takes a minute for emails to come through, so I'm assuming that will be here soon. But other than that, we've got them all. We've got them all in there and updated.
All right, you ready for the next one?
We can go ahead and talk about that one.
All right,
and get it out there. So many of you guys know that I've had my Shipoko 5 Pro for quite a while. I bought the machine. I love the machine. It's done me a really good job. You guys are always asking us about, starter machines and CNCs. So when we started planning this, of course, after I bought my machine, I've kind of developed a relationship with Carbide 3D as far as, they like the fact that I'm doing videos with their machines. So I reached out to them and I'm like, hey, would you guys like to participate in the drawing that we're having? And of course, they sent back an email and said, yes, they would. And so today, what we have here is we have a Shipoko. It's not the one that I have. I know you guys would love that. But you got it pulled up.
Yeah.
It's the Shipoko 4 CNC. This is, though, an $1,800 machine. All right. And this is not one of those where you order it and you wait 6 months and it shows up. This thing, well, they'll ship it within the week. It'll be in boxes headed to you. The Shipoko 4 is not, it's not, like I said, it's not as robust necessarily as some of the machines with other, drive systems, but Steve's had them. I've had machines. Me and him both have ran machines in our shops that have similar drive systems. Shipoko, the cool thing about them is a lot of you guys are always asking, hey, what software? If you don't want to purchase software, when you buy this machine, there is a design software as well as a drive software that you can use. Or you can do like me and Steve do. We'll use G-Sender. With my Shipoko, I use the Shipoko software because it just works with the machine. And it's really all you're needing is something to tell the machine what, this is my file, go do this. The machine that we're giving away is the standard. They make different versions, and I'm pretty sure you could extend it if you wanted. But the standard machine, if you look at the specs, is 17.5 by 17.5. So that's a pretty substantial little work area for being able to do projects. This is going to be comparable to any of the, the 4040 desktop machines. You're going to be able to do as much, if not more. This one's not going to have, you're going to be doing big boy stuff with this. 1/4-inch bits is not going to be a problem with this machine. They're also including their version of a trim router, which is basically a trim router with an ER11 collet that they've selected and helped design or whatever for the machine. So it's something you can do projects with. This is not one of those that I'm going to tell you, oh, you got, it's going to take a long time. You can do some legitimate projects with this machine. I know Cody said that he had one and he just recently sold his. I got a buddy of mine that's had one before and ran it for a long time. So I think this was going to be a good machine and it'll serve you well. You can get this machine. Carbide also sells bits, or you can go check with Cody and get some of Cody's bits to go with the machine. I do know that when mine shipped, it came with like a couple of end mills. I don't know if they're still doing that or not. Let me look. I don't know if it's doing it now. Yeah, it says it's got 1 1/4-inch flat end mill. So yeah, you do get one bit, but you're gonna want to get more. But this machine will take 1/4-inch bits, and you can use 1/4-inch bits with it as also. Oh, and it even comes with the dust collection, the Sweepy 65mm version 2, which is a really good, like if I'm using a trim router, that's the that's the sweepy that I want to use. That's the dust collection. It works really well. If you have certain hoses, it comes with adapters that you can like use a shop vac or you can use dust collection. I mean, it's pretty robust. So this is definitely a machine that would get you started, that you could use, as far as a side hustle, small business, hobbyist. Now, if you're, trying to do commercial stuff, you probably want to step it up a little bit, but for me or for somebody doing similar stuff to what I do, this is definitely a machine that you could do some real stuff with. So what do you want to add anything to it? I know you've had a lot of experience with CNCs also. So
yeah, I mean,
you don't have a Shapeoko code necessarily, but the drive system is similar to what you've used.
Well, I've used them. A friend of mine had a Shapeoko as well, and they're very decent machines. They've got really good support. And yeah, this size is great for, you want to make some like wall signs, you want to make some smaller boxes, things like that, catch-all trays. You're not going to be making furniture on it, but you got to remember too, you can tile things, so you can have it slide along that way if you want to make it a little bit longer. You just got to make sure your software sets up the areas to kind of reset that and key it in. But really good, sturdy machine. Just a little bit bigger than like the 4040 Pro Max from SainSmart they were talking about. But a lot of expandability there too. So really appreciate Carbide helping out and offering someone kind of a good jump into the CNC routing world.
Yeah, no doubt. And guys, I'm still getting emails that are having the hashtag in there. That's not where that hashtag needs to go. Make sure you put that in the live chat that's over here to the right side of the screen. There's live chat. That's where your hashtags need to go. Also, I'm waiting on John Painter. Still haven't seen that email. If you've sent it, maybe double check it. Make sure there wasn't a problem with it. Haven't received it yet. But yeah, like I said, I like the company. And the one thing you hear a lot of complaints about folks that, buy machines and the support is terrible with the machines. And that's one thing I can say about Carbide. I have not had anybody tell me that about them, that, we're, within reason. I mean, everybody can, you have enough customers, you'll have that one or two bad customers that can find something bad to say about you. But most everybody that I've talked to has had pleasant experiences with Shapeoko. I do know that most of, I guess, all of their operations are here in the U.S. as far as, if you needed support, there's no time zones to contend with other than, I think they're California, I think is where their support offices are. I know their factories, I think most of their stuff is in California as well. Don't quote me on that. I think they have another factory that I'm forgetting about. This is in another state, but it's a good machine. So definitely, if you're interested in getting into CNC, you get this machine, you get Carbide Create, you get Carbide Motion, and the one bit, and you can start making stuff. Now you're going to need to add some peripherals to it more than likely, but it is definitely something that you can make stuff with. And it's a good value. Like this is like I said, this was our most valued prize as far as any single prize that anybody gave away. Them and Atomstack were right there bumping heads for total amounts, but for a single machine, this is definitely a good contribution. So if nothing else, go let Carbide and everybody know that you appreciate them. And I'm curious to see who's going to win this one, because this one right here is going to be the one that somebody's going to be like, yes. Because I know that if you want a CNC and you don't have one, this would be a really good one to win.
Oh, definitely. Nice way to jump in with a real quality machine. There's going to be some assembly to it, but they've got some good directions. There's plenty of good videos out there, and it's just one of those things. You want to take your time, make sure you get everything hooked up right. But it's also it's good to assemble it because you kind of understand how the machine works, so that when you need to kind of make adjustments and tune it and maintain it, you'll be a little bit better for it, understanding how it went together. But
yeah, I think somebody's asking again, you got to be a member to win. No, we do not require that. And Brandy, you can comment in the comments if you need to, but we do not require you to be a member. All you got to do is drop it in the live chat. Like, it's got to be in the live chat. I keep getting emails sent to me, and I know it might be confusing to some of you guys seeing the email address up there and the thing at the bottom, but the clackattheclackshack.com, that is not for entering the drawing. That is simply when you win, you need to send that email. So type that Shapoko, hashtag Shapoko to win. I don't want anybody missing their opportunity to win. And I keep getting emails saying hashtag Shapoko, and that's not gonna help your chances, because those aren't going to be connected to this when we spin the wheel.
That's going to get you dropped on David's mailing list.
Well, I'm having to delete them to keep them out of my, because it gets confusing. So, but yeah. So I'm still waiting for Jan Painter. Oh, there it comes. All right, there's Jan. Got you. Got an email from you finally. So
yeah,
I don't know if he forgot or if it was on Google or on Microsoft, but we got it.
Yeah. So Matt Weber put a comment up there, and that's very much true. We really can't restrict it. It's got to be open and basically free to anyone to enter. By requiring you to be a member of something like that, that now it enters raffle and sweepstakes territory with lottery and states and intercommerce government. They don't appreciate that too much without doing it properly. So if you keep it as an open giveaway, which is kind of why we do it in this format, it's open to everybody. Your only requirement is to be here to enter the keyword. So
yeah, and a lot of times too, for those of you that are followers, that are avid followers of the show, and that are here every Sunday night, and maybe you don't understand, and sometimes it's a little irritating that we're giving everybody else an opportunity to win. It's because we have to. You know what I mean? Not that we have anything against everybody else, but we can't make it an exclusive thing because of the powers that be, whether it be the FCC, the FTC, the USPS, whoever the heck it is. We can't we can't do it that way. And the companies that we work with want the most advertising and publicity they can get. And so it has to be in an open forum to make everybody happy. But the good news is we've had I know for a fact, there's been several of the normal, like usual viewers that have walked away with stuff tonight. And that's good. And the ones of you that didn't walk away with anything, come back, because we're always doing something crazy, either giving something away, giving good advice, tips, tricks, whatever, good amusement, making fun of Steve and his hat. We're always having fun. So
sometimes bad advice.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, sometimes
depends on who you ask. We might consider it good advice on advising people on what machine to buy. Their significant others or partners might say that was very bad advice to give them and encourage them to spend.
Yeah, Brandy, I've got she sent me a text, and then she sent me a text. Right. I don't know if the text was late coming through, but I think we've got his email address in there now. I think that text message might have been a little late.
So,
well, yeah, we're all caught up. All the email addresses are in there. We got one more prize to go. It is a good prize, guys. How many we got in there? 520 something. My eyes ain't that good, Steve.
We got 529. So a good chunk of you. We got over 600 watching. So this is kind of your last call. We're gonna draw for this shortly, and make someone get someone. Well, you probably won't get it by Christmas, but it'll be a really nice. Well,
you'll be able to go through Christmas knowing that it's coming. Yeah, because it says it ships in 3 days. So I mean, I don't think they're going to be there on Christmas Eve to send it out, though.
Probably not, but yeah.
Maybe by New Year.
Anyway, we're at 5:30. It's been kind of holding there for a minute, and are we ready to draw our last prize?
Hey, I'm ready whenever you are. I think these folks are getting antsy.
Right.
They're going to rise up against us if we don't do something soon.
All right. Good luck to all the Steves out there and everyone else.
Maybe a David wins it this time.
3, 2, 1. Let's see who wins.
Oh, if it's another Steve, you're going to get hate mail. I'm just throwing it out there. If another Steve wins, you're going to get hate mail. Oh, what?
Winner
Z.D. Rose.
Z.D. Rose. So congratulations, Z.D. Rose. If you can go ahead and
we all
drop your part of your email into chat, and then be sure to email clack@theclackshack.com. We can get your information and
I'm
get all
watching.
that connected.
I'm watching, trying to catch it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, and be sure to. Did you see it or did I miss it?
Saw it, but it went. Here we go. Chat was going fast. I had to scroll up. So yeah, if you can go ahead and email clack@theclackshack.com. We'll get you all that information.
Yeah, and all you guys that are here every Sunday night, and the ones of you that aren't here every Sunday night that might be starting to join us. Like I said, we always try to be, fun and free. And wait a minute, hang on. I got an email from John. Well, hang on. He may be calling the audible. He's saying that he's already got a rotary and would like for us to give it to somebody that needs it.
Okay.
I've got an email from him. So
don't
go away, everybody. If you need a rotary, don't go away. So, but we appreciate the folks that come and contribute with us. Like I said, if you've just finding us, by all means, come back, hang out with us when we're not working as much as we are tonight, and it'll be a little bit more fun. Hopefully it wasn't too bad tonight. The suspense maybe was enough to keep you going, but we do have Mr. Jan. I think it's John. No, it says Jan in the email. Has decided that the rotary is not something that he can use or she can use. So, and we got the email from DeRose. So was it R6? Wasn't that it? Yeah, the R6 is back up for grabs.
All right. So let me get that set up really quick.
And I appreciate you, Jan, for just being a sport with your fellow laser folks. And we'll re-gift it. And y'all guys can, if you're the winner of it, you can say a special thanks to to Jan Painter for giving you the opportunity. Because that's pretty cool. He realizes he didn't need it, so there you go.
All right, so let's ready to roll into that one.
Yep.
All right, so we're gonna do this real quick. Keyword is
thanks, Jan.
Thanks, man.
Is it Jan or John?
Or Jan?
Or it could be. Yeah. Type that one in there, guys.
And
we'll give you credit for it.
This is going to be for the Atomstack R6 rotary.
Oh, everybody's still doing the Atomstack thing. Y'all better pay attention.
I tripped him up.
Hey, y'all better pay attention. You're gonna be slipping. That was awesome, and I would appreciate Jan Painter for his or her contribution to tonight's giveaway as well. Because, like I said, that's a good sport being able to do stuff like that. Could have just as easily taken it and just filed it away, but giving somebody an opportunity that needed it. That's what I like about you guys. A lot of you guys are that way, and it's really nice to see it when that community spirit kind of shines through.
Yeah. Well, that's we appreciate that, here on our Sunday Night Lives, on our Facebook community group, that laser engraving community, our individual Facebook pages and Instagram pages, and our comment sections on YouTube. Really, for the most part, have a lot of supportive, sharing people. It makes it a fun community to be a part of and put things out there. So really appreciate you all, and glad that we could kind of work with our various partners to pull this together once again. It's a Christmas giveaway.
Yeah, and like I said, we will be hopefully. What's the next week that we're going to be? It'll be the 28th. So that's going to be like right before we're getting ready to go to CES. So that
Yep.
That's going to be a busy week for us, but it will. But we got our episode. What number episode we got coming up?
That'll be 160, I believe.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the 160th. So we've got some milestones coming up. We try to do all kinds of stuff. We've got different companies that we're going to be working with. So you never know. Just stay tuned, follow, like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff, and just help us grow to help you guys. So because the bigger we get, the more work we get, and so forth, the better these things are going to get. I think we've set a new record for viewership tonight on our live. Anyway, I think it was 600 at one time prior, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think we got
600, and I think tonight we busted that wide open. So that's good. When we get to where we got 10,000 live, we're probably going to have to call in some moderators and some help. I don't know that Brandy's going to be able to help us.
Yeah, we'll have to slow it down. The Rusty Nails, we're going to try to. We'll see how well the bandwidth is at CES. We're definitely going to try something. You know, we don't. There's media days, but Sunday evening we should be free enough that hopefully, even if it's just from hotel rooms or something, we'll at least be able to jump on and say, hey, we're here. Hopefully the quality is okay. But then during the event, and of course, this will probably be more during the day, Pacific time and such, but we'll try to go live if we can't, because like last year, it was very hit or miss if you got any internet in like the actual areas. But if we have spots where we can, we might try to go live, or, I posted a couple shorts last year.
Access this time too, where we didn't.
Yeah, we might have more access through some of the media stuff this year. So we hope to be able to provide some real time coverage in some way. But yeah, if nothing else, we'll be posting content afterwards, or maybe like I say, some short videos during it as kind of teasers, and then some full coverage after.
Yeah, we're probably going to be pretty tired and stay on our feet a lot while we're there. So I don't know how much editing we're going to be doing after hours, but we may have some shorts. We may have some little pop-ups, some highlights and stuff like that. But like I said, we're going to try to do what we can. I've got my new 360 camera. I'm going to try to do a lot of B-roll this year. Like I've got a plan. I've got my backpack rigged up to where I can literally stick that 360 camera to where it's like sticking up over top of my head just a little bit. And
your billboard laptop.
Yeah, it'll be about the same. My 360 camera, if I put it like right here above my head, it'll be about eye level for Steve. And so we'll have plenty of cool video, like point of perspective video of what Steve saw at CES with the 360 camera. But yeah.
All right. We're at 309 entries for the Atomstack. It's the R6, right?
Yes. The R6 is the one that Dan had. Yes.
So we got the rotary roller. This should work with a lot of diode lasers, not necessarily all of them, but most of them. And thanks to Atomstack for originally giving it, but also Jan to offer it back up. So we are going to, we're at 309. So we'll give it just another minute or so here. Get your hashtag thanks Jan in there, and we'll draw for this just real shortly. But yeah, it's a good thing. Hopefully, I know some people maybe join in late. We normally go live at 7, but we started early, and it looks like it was a very good, wise decision to do that.
Yes, because we'd be up at midnight. Brandy's like, I'm ready to go to bed.
Yeah. All right. So 3:15. Give it just a little bit longer, and then we're going to draw. So once again, we're going to need you to chime up in chat with a portion of your email address, and then email clack@theclackshack.com. So looks like it's holding at 3:15. So I am going to go ahead and draw in 3, 2, 1. Good luck, everyone. And we'll see who the final winner is for the R6 rotary.
Yep.
And looks like it's Jesse Butzer, 4338. Again, those might be numbers that are tagged on. So Jesse, if you can chime in with a portion of your email, and then send an email on over to clack@theclackshack.com so we can get you connected with that.
Put that banner back up now. It was just getting a lot of mail. Jesse,
maybe next year we'll have to maybe clarify that in the background or something.
Yeah, I don't know how we're gonna have to do. We got to come up with something. Maybe we put it all in one big banner.
Oh, there we go. I think. Yeah, Jesse, just gotta confirm. Send us a portion of your email that we can line up with what you send, just so we can verify that, and then go ahead and send an email to clack@theclackshack.com.
And there's the fellow that brought it to you guys for the retry. So there he is right there. We appreciate you. Like I said, having those type of folks in the community is what makes it awesome to me. Is, you know, he didn't have to do it, but did, because it felt like it's what he needed to do. So I'm still looking for that email address. So Jesse, make sure you drop that in the chat. And then send the email. Because if not, we're not going to know how to get it to you. That's going to make it difficult because we have no way of looking up these YouTube handles.
Yeah, I mean, I can imagine that having like DMs or something in YouTube could get really arduous for creators, but you know, it also would make it easier for us to say, okay, we're going to send you a message, but yeah, we make do.
Well, you know, you can a lot of pages you can go and say, like, you know, send an email, like show their email address, but not everybody has an email associated with them. So
right.
All this Steve reminds me of Marsha. Yeah. Hey, he was calling them. I'm starting to wonder. I'm gonna have to look into that. If I didn't know the tool that he's using and know that there's no way possible to rig it, I'd say he rigged it too. But I know the tool he's using, and there's no way. There's no he's not hacking that tool. So still waiting, Jesse. Come on, Jesse Bootser 4338. We need you to hit that message and send us like the first part of your email address. Please don't let this be the thing that hangs us up to where we can't sign off.
Yeah, we have to flash up an intermission sign.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't want Jesse to wake up tomorrow and go, "Hey, those guys lied to me because I didn't get my thing." But we got to have an email address.
Yeah.
Got to have that contact. So, come on with it.
While we wait for that, I just want to once again thank all of our sponsors for supporting us with these prizes. I want to thank everybody for showing up on both, on all our various channels, whether you came in on Facebook or YouTube, from Clack's channel or mine. Appreciate you all. Hopefully, you've gotten some good content out of us this past year, whether it's, you know, these live streams, whether it's some of our product reviews, projects, tutorials. You know, we try to mix it up. We try to be, you know, educational, informative, try to help, you know, you make better decisions with purchases or how to use your software and whatnot. And that's, I know that's my goal. I know that's Clack's goal. And so we really appreciate everybody, you know, watching the videos, coming in on the live streams, using the affiliate links to tell the companies that, hey, these guys were helpful and informative. It all goes to make this a fun community and something for us to keep doing. So,
okay, I think I got the email. I think we either skipped or lost the message, but
yeah, it's possible. But
it lines up really well with the username, so
looks good. So yeah. I'm gonna drop that back. But yeah, coming up right into Christmas week. So hopefully everybody is that if you celebrate that you have a good holiday. Hopefully people get a chance to spend some time however they want to spend it, whether it's with family, whether it's out in your shop, whether it's out camping in the hills somewhere. You know, holiday time is hopefully a time to get a little bit of a recharge in and look forward to the new year. Yeah.
Hey, Brandy, would you join us for a moment for everybody to tell you thanks for helping out with the Christmas show? Would you be good with that? You can nod and I can see your head. Okay. All right, guys. So those of you that don't watch the show, that don't know, this is my wife of 30 odd years, Brandy. And she stepped in tonight to help us out because that's what Brandy, she's like good with the computer stuff, most computer stuff anyway. And so I just want to let her know that you appreciate her because even though she's not
I'm good with most computers.
Yeah, I mean, there's things, it does
I'll
require
take
some
it.
training.
It's almost a compliment. I'll take it.
But what do you think? What do you think, Brandy? You think it went pretty well considering?
I think so. It was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So y'all when y'all see the videos, just know that even though I'm the one usually in front of the camera, she does help me with lots of stuff. Especially when it comes to like these events when I'm really, really busy. But now I also try to step up when she's real busy. But I wanted to say thank you, Brandy, for helping out. And I'll let you go ahead and get ready for bed if you want, and me and Steve can take it from here.
Okay, that sounds good.
All right.
Bye, y'all. Have a good Christmas.
Yeah. Thanks, Brandy.
All right. So there she is. There you go. And I'm glad that the technologically speaking, everything other than that little hiccup we had with Facebook in the beginning, because that was really had me worried. I was like, if it's starting off like this, how bad is it going to be?
Or both of you just dropping on me. I'm like, oh, hi.
Yeah,
well, this will be fun.
I don't know what that was. And I spent all week, kind of like making sure the network was solid. And I don't know what that had to have been my ISP. They must have decided they needed to like restart a switch or something because it didn't last but like 10 seconds and then we were about back up.
Well, I'm glad you guys both made it back.
That
would have been a little chaotic.
All right, but I appreciate you guys. Like I said, we really do appreciate everything you guys do. Y'all don't know how we started working on getting these companies to work with us like back in June was when we started sending out feelers. And we didn't pressure anybody. We just asked like, hey, this is what we're doing. This is our channels. Y'all know us. Y'all work with us. Would you like to contribute? And if they said no, then because let's face it, guys, not every business is doing well all the time. You know what I mean? Some businesses, whether it be, they got so many people asking or, money's a little tight, especially with some of the stuff that's been going on this year with, shipping and tariffs and stuff like that. I mean, the fact that they even participated to me is a big, that's a big plus. Some were more participating than others, and I appreciate that. And as we move forward, in the years to come, hopefully I've still got some more years of doing all of this stuff before you guys get tired of me. It'll get better as we get bigger. So if you're coming from my side of the channels and you haven't, for whatever reason, followed, shared Steve's, go check him out. I mean, he's a cool enough guy. He's a little short, but we're working on that.
Yeah, short. No, yeah, it's we really do appreciate these companies that were able to pitch in, and definitely check out the links in the video description. Check out their socials. Just tell them, hey, thanks for supporting this. We appreciate it. If you're making a purchase, use the links, or at least, drop a note in the comments saying, just saying, hey, got some good information from these guys. Really appreciate it. All that stuff really does help solidify our relationship with them, that they see that, even just the traffic to the site, but whether it's the sales or the interaction here, they know that people are paying attention and that we're giving them good information. So, yeah.
It's been a fun one. It was a little stressful, like I said, but hey, we got it, guys. We got it going. And I think we got a new one for the record books. So it is 9:44 and it is past my old butt's bedtime. So
yeah, I've got at least 3 meetings and they're all in the morning tomorrow.
Yeah, I sent Brandy a TikTok thing the other day. It was like, what do you do? So what do you do at your job? And it was like, oh, I go to meetings and then I write emails. Is that's all you do? Well, no, sometimes I write emails about meetings so that people know that we have meetings. And it's like, and I was like, and I sent it to Brandy and she's like, what are you trying to say about my job? I'm like, I'm just saying that you send a lot of emails and you have a lot of meetings. Here at the Clack Shack, though, we pride ourselves in versatility. Like yesterday, I was digging a hole to fix my water regulator because we woke up, was it yesterday morning, and like flushed the toilet, and it was like a trickle in the back of the toilet. And so it's like, what? And then so Brandy's like, oh, I'm gonna try to get a shower. And it was like, I mean, literally, it was sad. Like there was more water. Like if you're washing your windshield in your car, you get more water. And she's like, this is not good. And so then one of my kids, my oldest kid, was getting ready for work, and she's like, the water's not working. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, it is what it is, you know? So we got to live like the Amish yesterday morning for a little while until I got out there and got it fixed to where we had some water pressure. So, you know, yesterday I was a plumber. Today I kind of chilled and took it easy, getting ready for the live, doing some last minute things, making sure everything was working. Had Brandy set up in there and, you know, working like it's supposed to. And I was playing around with the X2 F2 Ultra a little bit with those balls. And like I said, I'm about ready to tap out of those things. I don't know if it's the solution that you got to put it in causing some issues in the power setting. I don't know, but when in laser engraving is not fun, I do not like laser engraving. And so before I let this thing steal my joy, I'm just going to go back to doing square ones because those things work great. I'm going to do some research on that this week and see where I'm messing up. Cause I know I've got to be messing up, but you know, sometimes kind of like the whole doing color on metal, it's cool and all, but sometimes it's just not worth the hassle. And I kind of think that may be where I land on doing round things in this fluid. That may be where I wind up landing. Is it's cool, but I don't want to do a lot of it because it's a little bit of a hassle. So we'll see.
Well, you know, sometimes it's one of those things where you just got to sit it down and walk away for a bit, and then you know next week it clicks. You know,
yeah.
I sometimes that's the best advice. Is like, you know what, you just need to walk away for a bit. Go get a drink or something, come back. And sometimes you just look at the same problem and going, now I know what I was doing wrong. But yeah, taking the fun out of it. You know, especially for me, this being, you know, I already work a full-time job. I come home, and if something's not, if it's draining my fun shop time, and then it's, you know, if it's a customer order, I you know, I muscle through it, or I contact them and say, hey, let's do something different. But if it's just kind of trying to figure something out or try to do something new, I got to move on. So
yeah, anyway. You might want a well or city water. It's actually county water, but it is it's a you know, provided water. It's not. I don't have a well. There was a well here when I moved here, but I grew up as a kid having to go prime a well and having to work on a well. And I'm going to be honest with you. When they said, hey, you can hook to the county's water and pay $25 a month or whatever the case may be, I'm like, sign me up. You know, I would rather do that. So yeah, that's what I've got. Cause I had experienced my first place when I first moved out on my own, when I was like 17, it had a well. And like me and Brandy moved in, we were living there for maybe 6 months. And the well just like ran out of water. Like there wasn't any water. And so it didn't take long for me to go, you know what? I'm tired of wells. So ever since then, I've gotten rid of wells and I've been on, you know, established water systems, and I like it much better. So anyway, appreciate you guys. Thanks for coming. Thanks for stopping by. If you want something today, we'll be sending you an email in the next day or two. Feel free to, reach out if you don't hear from us in the next couple of days, but you should. We've got everybody's email address, and me and Steve will be knocking those out in the next couple of days as we go. So, thank you.
Yeah, thanks everyone. I hope you have a good Christmas week, and we'll be back here next Sunday, and back to our usual stuff of answering questions and sharing what's going on with a little bit of CES prep.
Yeah. All right, guys. See ya.